What up, y'all? Station.
Station.
Happy
Bring the
belated
motherfucking
Thanksgiving,
pumpkin
y'all.
pie because I'm hungry.
For sure.
Did you say the
Like
bush pie?
They say in the movie, there ain't no cranberry sauce, ain't no pumpkin pie either. You're gonna have to catch that on the flip side. But yeah, good to be here with y'all, man. Happy belated Thanksgiving as always. Hope y'all had a great one with your families and whatnot. Hope y'all got to eat a shit ton of turkey. And I guess, I'd say pumpkin pie, but obviously Scarp had missed his,
Took it all.
so we don't wanna get, sense anyone
Love that
gets
70s
twisted in
pumpkin
here.
pie.
But yeah, man, we got a good one tonight. Blood Rage from 1987, aka
Or
Slasher.
Slasher.
So I know obviously we missed this by 2 days since it's a Thanksgiving slasher, but I know Robbie, like he said, he watched it on Thanksgiving, as maybe a couple of you guys did, as I did. So I figured close enough, and
Let's just be honest. Thanksgiving has very little to do with this movie, so
Yeah.
we're kind of surrounded by it, so that's why it's not that big of a deal. But I just thought, got to get it off the bucket list, So.
And it was shitloads better than Thanksgiving. I watched that.
Right.
And
If we
from
would
the
have done this,
first.
There's
if we
tits
did this
in
in
the first
July,
5 seconds, but after that it goes downhill big time.
yeah, I was say if we did this in July, we'd be like, dude, we should have done this on Thanksgiving.
Exactly. So I figured whatever, close enough, and not a bad one to talk about, period, whether it's close to Thanksgiving or not. So, 1987's Blood Rage. It's become over the years one of the few that people want to watch around Thanksgiving, obviously, because there's not really many that come around that are based around that time. We got some Christmas ones, obviously. You got the April Fool's Day one. You got Halloween. But this is one of the few Thanksgiving ones. I know there might be one or two others. I know there's like a Thanksgiving one, or it's like a Pilgrim one, but it was like a Blumhouse special. It was like a Hulu Blumhouse thing that they did like 2-3 years ago, and that was okay. But yeah, this has always been a fun one to me. So I thought it'd be fun for us to talk about this one. But I guess I'll get into it. if you're new here, like, subscribe. Come check us out every Saturday, 7:30. Usually got all these fine young gentlemen here. Got the crew always on deck every week. So yeah, this movie, as some of us said, had a couple different names: Slasher, and what was the other one? Well, what was the other one? There
There's
was
something
Shadows on
about
something
Wolf
Street.
Creek or something. Yeah.
Nightmare on Shadow something. It's the name of the
Something
apartment.
Infinity.
Return to Shadow Woods, maybe, or something like that.
Yeah, Nightmare of Shadow.
Nightmare of Shadow Woods, yeah. Which
That was the toned down one with all the gore taken out that you can find on the Arrow release, and it was playing on the success of Nightmare on Elm Street. So it was Nightmare in Shadow Woods or whatever.
Well, I know that there was, I think, a version of this with 3 discs, and it had the slip box, and it has a really cool slip box because it kind of had like this artwork with like the hand holding the beer and everything. Yeah, if you look it up online, it looks like a really cool.
You can still get it on Amazon. It's only like $145 for that.
Yeah, it's no biggie. No biggie.
They hold the value well, those discs.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, this is a fun little slasher flick, you know, to throw on during the Thanksgiving holiday, you know. So I didn't know if any of you guys had seen it, so I thought it'd be a good one to introduce to y'all. And I think it actually now, I believe it's first time watch for all y'all, right?
No, I've seen it before.
You've seen it before? Well, the funny thing is, spoiler alert, they actually talk about this one in Search of Darkness Part 3, which, thank God, Robbie gave me a heads up today that In Search of Darkness Part 3 freaking is out, baby. That's all I've been doing today, bro. That's all I've been doing.
That thing's almost 6 hours long, man.
The bonus features are 3.5 hours long.
4 hours of bonus features, bro.
Yeah,
I'm in heaven. I can't wait, bro.
I may wait for the disc. We'll see.
For sure.
Old man Scarpet over there. Still pissed off he didn't get his
I'm
gonna wait till the fucking disc comes in.
Did you finish part 2 yet?
Who, me?
No, you still gotta watch In Search of Tomorrow.
I haven't watched that yet, no.
Yeah. You've had that disc for quite some time.
I'll get to it. It's on my list.
Backlog?
Backlog, man.
The backlog is real. Everybody, all of us should know that. But yeah, I'll start off, I guess. Blood Rage, I think, it's a pretty good slasher. It ain't one of the greatest, but it's a fun one for the holidays, I guess. It's got some cool kills. That's probably one of the best things going for it, no doubt.
Yeah.
But I feel like if maybe it didn't take place around Thanksgiving, it would not get watched as much by me because it takes place on Thanksgiving. I'm like, okay, well, it's more likely to end up in the yearly poll or maybe every other year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's still a good slasher and it has some great kills for sure. It's very low budget. You got, who is it? The main guy.
Mark Soper.
What is it? Mark Soapman or something like that? Yeah.
Soper.
Mark
I mean, it
Soper.
looks like Soper.
Yeah, you're right. And he wasn't. I don't think he ever knew anything about any horror. He wasn't a fan of it at all. But it was as Scarpet was talking about earlier, the Mary Hartman or Louise
Lasher, baby.
Mary Hartman or whatever. She was the big name in this. She was the big draw, which she is absolutely.
She the mom.
She is absolutely insane in this. She is
right because this sat on the shelf. This actually got made in '83, and it was only like maybe 3 years after.
Seemed older than an '88 movie.
Yeah, it sat on the shelf for years.
Yeah,
it was made in '83. Her series ended in like '79, so she was, and she got big thing because her character on the show, Mary Hartman, had a nervous breakdown, and she also had a nervous breakdown, and went to get help for that. And that's when she left the show.
That's what happens when you get married to Woody Allen. You're going to have a nervous
breakdown. She's married to Woody Allen.
She's one of Woody Allen's wives. But what you see in that movie is that is how she is. She's not acting in that.
Which one is this? What character?
The mom.
The mother. Louise Lasser from Mary Hartman.
Fucking nutso crazy woman.
I'm Terry.
Our name on here is Julie
I'm Todd.
No, that was another actress. Louise Lasser was the mother.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. You're right. Maddie Simmons. Okay. Is the character name.
Yeah, she was perfectly cast in this movie because her character, Mary Hartman, was very similar. They had a lot of tropes in this. in Mary Hartman movies, she got depressed or something happened to her, she would clean the floor or clean the oven, and she was doing the same thing in this movie. So she was typecast, no doubt.
She must have
But,
had some gambling debts to wind up in this film.
But
Just gonna say that.
but she was good.
Yeah.
And, she's up there. But I think everybody did an okay job. Reasonably for the type of movie it was.
Yeah.
As you said, this movie's the two things I found
I
about this
can't
movie
wait to
was
get.
Oh, God, it's scary.
the music and the effects really made it. The music I thought was top notch.
This is Dylan's overall thoughts.
Scarphead cannot help himself.
You worried somebody's going to say something? You know who he reminds me of? Mike. Mike, the voice Matthews, man, is always worried that somebody else is going to say something first. So
We got off on a tangent, man. It was a tangent.
Well, thanks for your tangent, because then I forgot my train of thought. But yeah, no, I appreciate. As always, I do love your knowledge, Scarphead, because there is knowledge that I don't know in all of us.
don't encourage him, man. He can talk about that when it gets to his turn, man. That's how it is.
Hey, we all do it sometimes. No biggie. So what, you got Terry and Todd, and it starts off with a little drive-in kill, which is pretty good. And I see Scarphead's having a tough time right now.
He's just trying not to explode, bro. He's bursting at the seams.
Like in old school, it's ear muffs. This is like fucking Scarphead's like fucking face muffs, man. Mouth muffs.
That's why I love him so much, man. Too good. But yeah, you get a little nice driving kill at the beginning, which I could just tell I sped driving and Scarphead can't keep his composure. But yeah, man, you get a kid doing the kill too, which is pretty cool. And then he just straight up blames his brother, wipes the blood on his face, and like, go ahead, shit stain, you take the rap. But
I tried to stop him.
Yeah, I think as Scarphead said, the music is very good in this. And the practical effects are pretty damn good too. The kills are probably one of my favorite parts. It's got a decent story going for it because it's got the little back and forth. But I tell you, man, you didn't even have to release the who is it, Terry or Todd? Who Todd is the one that's been in the Todd, you could have just been like, you could have set this up where you'd be like, okay, I'm gonna have a security guard watch Todd all day. And I'm going to just act like we're going to just do a little ruse and say, Todd escaped. We're going to tell the mom Todd escaped. And that would get Tony to fucking go do all the dirty work. And because they would never know that he's
Terry.
Terry's still, I can't do it because
it's tricky. Yeah.
So they get that kill at the drive-in. It jumps 10 years. And then the killer, the brother that's the killer, is just living life, got a girl, doing pretty good, and he hasn't killed no one in those 10 years
that we know of.
True. And then once you get notice that the twin brother that has been doing the crime for the time he didn't do. I'm sorry.
If you can't do the crime, don't do the crime.
This is why sometimes I just let Scarphead interrupt me. It's just better for everyone. But yeah, man. So he escapes jail, and then the killer brother fucking lets everything go and just starts killing everyone because he's like, oh, okay, it's gonna just get all blamed on my brother again. But the thing is, you got who is it? His therapist, who's like, he started to realize over the years that he's not the one that's killed. He didn't kill it. He thinks it was his brother. And then the mom is just like, almost has like, there's always this like weird thing in the 80s where the mom has like this weird love for their son. It's like, it's like a little bit too much. And Scarphead knows what I'm talking about because we watched that Butcher Baker fucking movie, man, where, goddamn, man, these movies have in the 80s where the mom just has some weird fetish for their kid.
I'll tell you this, man. I've worked retail many years. You try telling a mom that their kid did something, You
ain't gonna lie, man. It's a hard job.
But I get what you mean because,
go ahead. So.
No, because what's Terry? Todd's first kiss was his mom, so that they were doing some weird stretching and that shit.
Yeah, there's a couple weird stretches, no doubt.
Definitely.
And then after, when we'll get to that, but yeah, for the most part, man, I think the movie is it's a pretty good slasher for the 80s, with a very low budget. I think the Louise Lasser is great. She's really giving it her all in this. You could tell, man, that
She had
after what Scarp had said about her breakdown and everything, I could see it, man, because she just feels like she's giving it her all, man. But yeah, I think it's a fun flick, man. Definitely worth the watch. It's a good slasher, and it gets pretty bloody, man. And there's some good kills in this, man. It's pretty gory at times. I could see this making the Death of Day on my boy Verno's IG, man. I could definitely see one of the kills making it if it didn't already.
I was gonna put that opening one in, but it's like, God damn it, there's a titty in it, and then her ass is out. It's like, I don't know. Yeah,
that is true. There's a lot of nudity in this too, which is also a plus. But yeah, man, I
could have been more.
I think this is a fun one. Got some good kills, got a little bit of holiday flavor in it to make it a little bit more unique. But Robbie, my man, what did you think about this one? First time watch for you or no? Right?
Yeah, first time watch. I never even heard of this film, brother. I've never even heard of this film. I was watching the Joe Bob commentary on it, right? Because you can't get the episode on Shudder anymore, but you can get the Just Joe Bob bit, right? I didn't even know
he did one.
Yeah, and he did Blood Rage on he did like a Thanksgiving special where he did 4 movies, right? Blood Rage was one of them. And man, he didn't even know about it. He said, he's like, nobody knew about this movie. Like everybody that acts like they were there, they're fucking bullshitting you, man. Nobody knew about this fucking movie until a few years ago, and it just got rediscovered or something, right? So this is the first time watching for me, man. This movie really sucks, right? But it's awesome as fuck. Because
I was gonna say.
Now, this is the highest compliment I can give movies. This is the third movie that I can recall this year that I watch it for a review, having never seen it before, and immediately order a copy, a physical copy.
Hell yeah.
I did that with Pieces. I did that with Dead Man, which Brooks picked for Crew's Choice, and I did it with Blood Rage. This movie is fucking awesome. I told everybody last night on our Guardians review, I was like, yo, this movie's so stupid, but it's so fucking awesome. The kills are amazing. The performances are atrocious. Like it reminds me of Pieces on that level, man. And it's like so stupid. I adore the setting of an 80s apartment complex because I grew up in 80s apartment complexes, right? Like I fucking know that carpet. I know that tennis court. I have that tennis court like 100 fucking feet that way. I can go play tennis if I wanted to. What is up with this obsession with tennis and apartments? We ain't got no basketball goal. We got a goddamn dog park and a fucking tennis court. Anyway, I love the film. Anybody that knows me that's watching this film this week, they're gonna go, Robbie's gonna love the fucking music in this movie 100% because it's like the soundtrack to my life. Like that's what synth wave is. That's what horror wave, dark wave is. That shit is, dude, I fucking love this movie. Thank you so much, Dylan. For all the shit I give you sometimes. I know we did Kingdom of the Spiders, man. That's some bullshit, right? Man. This movie is awesome. It slaps. And now I've got another fucking Thanksgiving horror film to look forward to outside of just Home Sweet Home or some bullshit. So this movie is ridiculously dumb and fun. It is gigantic moronic splendor to the T. And there's no T in that except for in gigantic. And yeah, here's the T. Anyway, the effects are amazing. I love it. Holy shit. I love this movie. That's not cranberry sauce, y'all.
No. Not at all. Looks like
it. Slaps.
It slaps. I'm surprised to hear you say that, Robbie.
Oh, I'm not at all.
Yeah, I love this stupid shit. This shit cracked me up, man. The quality of the TNA could be a little bit better, in my opinion. I feel like they just gathered anybody off the street. I understand. That's fine. If that's what floats
like
your boat, that's cool.
It's like the reverse.
I love when I show Robbie something new. What were you saying?
No, it just says like the reverse Delaney. You know how Delaney's like, this movie scared the shit out of me. 0 your digs.
Right.
Robbie's like, this movie's fucking retarded. 5 your digs.
You know
That's why I love the horror show, man, because you
Right.
never know which way we're gonna go. But yeah, Delaney, man, that's one
Delaney
of
would
the
hate
weird, I was there on that show. What was the fucking movie that we did that for too?
Nightmare on Elm Street. He said he digged it because it was too scary.
No. There was
He did that with The
there
Thing.
was something else last year
That
too
was
that he did that for.
The Thing.
The Thing. That's
Yeah.
what me and Robbie were sitting there like, what did you just say?
He was like, this is a 5 Digs movie, but you know, it's too fucking creepy, man. So like 4. And I'm like, what?
Because we all gave it 5. I'm pretty like if no one gave it 5, we were probably like coercing them to give it a 5.
He probably thought he was going to watch a thing that ate
all day,
Pittsburgh.
man. But Vern, my man, what did you think, Todd?
Terry.
Instantly, as
Todd,
midway through it, I'm like,
I don't
"Peace."
know who's who now, man.
You're Todd. He's Terry.
This is another one where it's like I was almost hoping I wouldn't be after Robbie because I hate it's like I'm not just saying I love it because this guy just gushed over it. I love the fuck out of this movie. Like I think this is one of the best 80s slashers that I've fucking seen. And I've been watching a lot of them because it's so fun, dude. Like Pieces is the perfect comparison. It's just like Pieces. A lot of times throughout the movie, you're like, is the filmmaker like a terrible filmmaker or is he a genius? Are they taking it seriously or do they know it's camp?
I
And then by the end of it, they like it's almost like by the end of the movie, they're like, oh, this movie's cheesy as fuck. Let's just lean into it. Because then it gets really cheesy, like the last half hour. That whole chase when she's sitting there with the baby in the pool and he comes walking in, she's like, "Oh God!" Like just the way she's like.
Did you notice how when the
like
mom
walking in on the husband and she's like,
Yeah.
I don't know what to do, and he's just like sitting there like
Yes.
head
Yeah.
Oh, in the
split
brain.
open.
Like
That
a
was a
minute and
good
a half.
scene, though. Yeah.
He's like,
Did you notice when she ran away after she shot herself? How it was like clearly a baby doll she was
Right,
holding.
right.
Like
Yeah.
When she puts the fucking baby in under the sink, like and the baby just shuts up. Like it's so fucking weird.
I
Terry,
thought
Terry is
The
like the
effects were done
Spider-Man
by
of
Ed
slashers.
French of Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's got I'm not
He's
familiar
also
with
the
that
dude.
name, but
He's also the dude that's sitting there going, "Oh, creme de menthe. Like you just drink this like from the fucking cap, like 4-year-old. What's going on there, man?"
I'm surprised that you're saying that Louise Lasser, she was a big deal because this is what I was thinking. I was like, dude, every actor in this movie is having a fucking great time. I said that to my fiance while I'm watching it. And then I'm like, besides the mom, she has no idea what kind of movie she's in. She's having a terrible time. She was so over the top. What is that gun? Just like all of her line deliveries were fucking. She's like
want my
the
boyfriend.
Bastards
Yeah.
woman from Pieces.
That's Louise Lasser. That's her acting style, and
Oh, and then she would be quiet at moments where you can't hear what she's saying.
I think she absolutely
Right.
knew what movies kind of movies.
It took
she
her
was.
20
think-
minutes to realize that dude was dead.
That was
Yeah.
fucking hilarious.
she didn't
There's
look
so many
around
moments.
and this blood splattered room. Just
You know, the director of this film quit in the middle of it, is what Joe
Okay.
Bob said.
Oh,
Quit in the
Oh,
fucking
you-
middle of it.
it felt like he kind of forgot about Terry at first. That's why when Terry came back, he was just kind of walking around because he was like, "Oh
Right.
shit," you know. Like,
But
Sorry,
I
Brad,
enjoyed the
start
shit out
patting
of
you,
it.
man. Sorry.
Is an hour and 22 minutes, which is fucking great.
Yeah,
I think
love
Mark
that.
Stoper,
6 minutes of credits.
right? He did great. Like I think he was really like. I actually looked afterwards. Like I wonder if he had some pretty successful, a successful career after this. His next movies that he did, like all of them, his character name is an occupation. He plays like reporter and geeky FBI agent number 2 and shit like that. So it didn't help his career at all. But
Well, if anybody wants to see another good horror movie that Louise Lasser's in, it's on YouTube. It's an old ABC Tuesday night movie of the week called "It's So Shocking" with Alan Alda. She plays Alan Alda's secretary. He's a sheriff, and somebody's going around murdering all the old people in town. She was great in that, and that's a great movie. So check
There's
that
some
out.
really
sometime.
good made-for-TV horror films in that era. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, in
And
the '70s, they made a lot of horror movies. Not
yeah, John Carpenter did a couple.
just not Kingdom of the Spiders.
Yeah.
So that was
So
a TV movie.
the director quit because he didn't like working with Luis Lazar, right?
I believe
And
it.
they convinced him to come back, but then he didn't do any more movies. Apparently. He was like, I'm not-
She made him quit, dude.
I thought it was
Yeah.
great though. Yeah, it's super rewatchable. This is one I can see why you bought it, Robbie, because I could watch it like every day. Like it's that.
Yeah, I didn't buy the
much fun.
$140
Oh,
one either.
wow.
Like I bought the regular one. Amazon had it for 15. I was like, let's do it.
And I did watch it twice, by the way. It's just as good.
That was my
This is
next
when I
one.
was like halfway through it. I'm like, oh, I will definitely not mind watching this fucker twice. Like it's that. It's just something about you know what I like about an 80s slasher is that you can talk during them. Because I'm usually pretty like if I'm like, shut up, I'm trying to be into it. I want to like feel the movie, but with a movie like this, you can just have fun with it. You know, and this is perfect for that.
On this thing, it says brand new 2K restoration of the hard home video version, transferred from the camera negative and featuring the original title card slasher.
Yeah.
So we got the
I think Slasher
hard,
would have been a
the
better.
hard video version. Scarpad, my man.
Yeah,
What do you think, brother? What do you think?
I didn't know actually when you told me we were doing this movie. I didn't know it was this movie because
Oh, really?
I didn't know the title, but I had seen this before, and no, I love it. I mean, it's a great '80s. This is atypical. This is very typical '80s slasher movie. The music is fantastic. I think it's right up there with the Goblin stuff. I mean, this guy was great. I mean, it really fit
It's
this
so
movie.
good.
The music was fantastic. The special effects were great. Did you notice every single person who had something cut off, the body part was moving on the ground? The woman's torso was moving. The hand was moving.
Yeah, some Evil Dead shit, right?
I love when
all
he
that-
just picks up the torso and like tries to like put her back together.
Puts it
And
back,
shit.
put it back on there.
He doesn't know how it works. He's been in an insane asylum for 10
So
years,
the
man.
special
Oh my God.
special effects are great. That woman who played the psychiatrist was actually the movie's associate producer because the original actress never showed up. And they,
By the way, Scarpad, what is up with that scene when like there's dialogue going on, but they're doing this voiceover? It's so weird.
I know.
I was
That
like,
was so
what is
weird.
this, man?
Yeah.
Why did they do that?
Oh, that's
No,
what-
I had to get past the original because the opening, I could tell you, almost turned me off against the whole movie. Because let me tell you,
What are you doing? Get out of here, creep.
let me tell you.
Yeah.
I went to drive-ins in the 70s, and there was a DJ in the 80s, and you could not walk into a bathroom and get a rubber from a man. They had the machines
Yeah.
for 50 cents. You could
That
get a
came off
Trojan.
kind of gay
But
to
I never
me.
had
Because
any of
you
those
didn't,
guys.
go,
like
you
that.
didn't go to any drive-ins with fucking Ted Raimi.
Well, that's
Yeah.
probably true.
That's true. That's where you.
But
That's where you
no,
messed
I mean,
up.
the movie's great. I love Louise Lasser. I think all the actors did a great job in this movie. It was very kind of tongue in cheek. It almost had some 80s Bush, which is always nice. And
Good tips.
and I really enjoyed it. No, it's excellent. I mean, the effects are just phenomenal.
It's
And
the
then
worst
up to its
lovemaking, though. Like they're just like barely pecking at each other. They're standing stiff as a fucking board or whatever. They're on that.
And you're right.
diving board.
And Dylan's absolutely hit the nail on the head. Something in the 70s and 80s had a lot of these movies where the mom wanted to get maybe a little slinky dinky with the son. And stay tuned because we're going to see a lot more of that in December, baby.
Nah. No.
Video nasty is coming
A
your
lot
way.
more of that, baby. In December, it's gonna be the ultimate
We're
test.
bringing sex.
How
Ultimate
did he
test to
was.
Robbie. If he makes it through December, he'll never leave.
I don't know what that means, but I'm ready for the challenge, brother. I'll say that.
Oh man, I got some good shit. I got that first couple of months. Get ready.
Good. Send us the list. We'll start working on the thumbnails.
But yeah, very good. I enjoyed it. I'll put this one on every Thanksgiving. Why not? If I'm
Yeah,
sober.
that's another
Maybe
reason
I'm
why I
not.
feel like it found a resurgence, because if it was just like a regular slasher, I believe that it would still have found its home eventually. But I feel like it being around Thanksgiving really gave it its light, because there's not really any that take place around Thanksgiving. And that's where I'm like, okay, well, this is kind of in the yearly rotation now. You know what I mean?
It
And
needs
then
to have a
you'll
more
watch.
festive title and like a fucking turkey on the cover.
Yeah.
and that would help it. Like if it was
Well,
called
Slasher.
Yeah,
Gobble
Thankful
gobble.
for
if
my
I could
brother or
find
something
that
like that.
original cover, let me see that the slip box was in for this. That is what gives it real like turkey vibes, like or Thanksgiving vibes.
Yeah, I think they missed an opportunity there because you would never like look at the title and look at the cover and think Thanksgiving. But you're right. That's the type of shit you make a holiday hit and you're set for life. Like people,
You could
it's
have
bigger.
called it like a Thanksgiving Day massacre. Bingo.
Right.
$1
It would be huge. And like better watch out.
Thanksgiving Day slasher.
Like, yeah, yes. That's funny because dude, Fable, you mentioned the title. I watched that. You get like 10 minutes into the movie and it pops up slasher.
Slasher. Yeah.
I watched The Mutilator and the same thing. You get 5 minutes into that and it says fall break. It's like, what the fuck? I had to check and make sure I was watching the right movie.
Well, I
Yeah,
think the guy that produced this produced the Mutilator as well.
No shit.
Oh, wow.
That's funny.
That's
So
why I
this-
kind of got.
This
I
was
got
like
lost
the
over there.
slip box that it came in originally, which has got the
Oh, okay.
table
Mm,
and then it's got
Yeah.
the hand.
Okay.
This Thanksgiving, it's not cranberry sauce. If that
Oh,
was
yeah,
the
see.
cover, if that was the
Yeah.
cover, that gives more
That tagline.
Thanksgiving vibes, right? Don't you
Right.
think? Than the one in the middle, the one on the left, that gives more Thanksgiving vibes to me.
Right,
You got
for
the whole
sure. Yeah.
table there. There should be, I can't really see, but if they had like a turkey in the middle, that would really give it too. But
That's why I think it's only a matter of time before Better Watch Out like gets its due. Because
Oh, yeah,
every
Better
Christmas,
Watch Out,
more and more
absolutely.
people will
I was
watch
just
it.
watching
That was
something.
really actually
you know
good,
what?
though.
I was just
Yeah.
thinking
Better watch
because,
out. This is great.
I was watching
Compared to-
In Search of Darkness, and they were talking about that Christmas Evil, which is they were saying that's kind of like a character study. It's not as it's actually a really good Christmas horror, but it kind of dives in. And the director originally called that Better Watch Out, but they changed it to Christmas Evil, and the director was really pissed about it.
That's
Which
one
I
that-
think Better Watch Out is a better title than Christmas Evil.
Christmas Evil is one of those ones Joe Corallo's always telling me about, so I definitely have to jump into that.
It's like a good character study of a guy like kind of going into madness, you know. So that one, we'll have to do that next year for sure, since we already got our list for this year. I'll put that will be on the Christmas one next year, no doubt, because I've been wanting to do that one for a while now. Scarphead, did you say everything you wanted to say, my brother? For overall, Fable, my dude, what did you think, boss? First time watch for you as well.
Yeah, I wrote some notes that I want to go.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
I gotta start doing that too, man.
I mean, I started writing notes, but as the movie devolved, I was like, okay.
You
forget
forget. You get
What
so
am I
involved.
writing
So
It was like, why am I
I
taking notes on this movie of all?
Exactly. So yeah, I was like, guy selling condoms in the bathroom. That's weird. Plus,
Yeah, there's
I was like-
there's an innuendo there.
and I
It
was
wasn't
like, plus,
driving.
I know that guy. I don't know him, but I've seen him before. That dude selling the condoms.
Was that actually Sam Raimi's brother?
Sam
Yeah,
Raimi's
Ted
brother.
Raimi,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh,
Ted
okay.
Raimi.
Okay.
Ted Raimi's
That was
first
like one of his
film role.
first
That's his
roles.
first appearance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
He's
when,
in
uh,
it
when,
too.
when they introduced the mom, which I didn't know was the mom, but they introduced her. I was like, that lady in the car looks really old.
Right? So did I, dude. So did I. I was like, dude, they're not trying to pass this off as some teenager.
I really thought so too, man. I was like, bro, what the hell?
I like the kids though. Mom's at it again.
That was the biggest station wagon I've ever seen in my life for them to be able to sneak out of the back seat.
Then I wrote axe to the face. It didn't look too bad. I
No.
liked it. Yeah,
Axe all looked
to the
good.
face. Yeah. Then when they go to the asylum, I've said Todd immediately looks crazy. So when they introduced Todd, he's like, "Yes, his face, fucking face." And then I started noticing the music. So I was like, the musical cues are hilarious. Like every time music comes on, it just made me laugh because of the intensity or what it was doing. It just had me rolling, especially when the mother was breaking down trying to get her husband on the phone, and it was like really scary music, and nothing happened. It was just her having a breakdown.
I think it was her boyfriend.
I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was hilarious when she's telling her fiance that her son escaped, and he's like, "Yeah, let's fuck," and basically he's trying to get some.
Right. He'll be fine.
And then she's like, "Oh no," and he's like, "No, don't worry about it." And then tries again. I'm like, "Is everybody horny in this movie?" Jesus.
Well, the movie accurately predicted what video games would do to guys in the year 2000 when the guy
That
didn't
is
want to get
true.
laid. Yeah.
These fuckers are like got some eager beaver next to them, and they're just like Atari 2600. Let's go.
Let's go, man. Those
Oh.
graphics, man.
They'd rather play pole position with each other.
I want to give a shout out to Todd for the most uninspired maiming ever. Like he just comes out of nowhere with a hatchet and is like, "Look what the cat dragged in," and cuts the dude's hand off.
That's Terry. It's Terry Fable.
That was Terry. Yeah, that was
Terry's
Terry.
the killer.
I thought it was Todd at that time when I wrote it down.
Todd's the one that was falsely accused.
Oh, mom eating on the floor. That scene, she's just eating on the floor. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
I watched
I
one
think
video-
that was behind the scenes footage they actually just put in the movie.
I watched one video that was like, why is this scene in the movie?
They're like, just leave it in.
So-
Just leave it in.
Right around there is when I started giving up with my notes because I was like, "There's gonna be too much of this shit."
One thing I think this
Say, like,
movie
3
did
pages.
sell pretty good, though, is the fact that even though it's one actor, he kind of sold it being two different
Totally.
people.
I think so.
I
Oh.
I think
Yeah,
I did
so-
a good job in that.
You know what Robbie said is absolutely true. This movie is fucking abysmal. This thing has horrible acting, a lot of things.
I don't
But
think it was that bad.
it's wildly entertaining. I cannot say that I didn't want to watch it till the end to see what more absurdities I can catch or find, see if how naked the girls are gonna get. I wanted to know everything. So I liked it. I was entertained by it. By its, how bad it was, just like Robbie said. So yeah, definitely. I liked it. I enjoyed it, man.
Definitely.
Hells yeah. I'm glad you enjoyed it, bro.
Yeah.
Steph, my brother, what did you think, dude? First time watch for you as well, correct?
Yes, first time, and probably my last. But no, I'm just kidding. But I'm gonna keep it simple. It
Sorry.
absolutely fucking sucked. But it was so bad, it's good, and it's like I just wanted to see where they're gonna take this shit.
Right.
So that,
Right.
that was an interesting acting choice. It was entertaining.
I love that Scarpat didn't notice the bad acting. Bad acting? What are you
He's like, what are you
talking
talking
about?
I honestly don't think there was bad acting. I
The
mean,
mom was by far the worst in the whole movie.
not
You think she was the highlight?
She was
I
not
thought
her
the mom was
acting
the
style, man.
best. To
You
be
thought
honest,
mom was?
yeah.
The best actor is the fucking dude playing Todd and Terry.
Well,
sure.
yeah.
It's very
He-
distinct
he-
two
He
personalities.
reminds me of the Garbage Day guy. The guy's like, "Garbage Day."
Garbage
Like,
Day.
well, like,
Christian
through
Bale
the whole
watched this
movie.
for American
so-
Psycho.
Yes.
So believable. He's almost like the
There's
male
a lot.
character.
There's a lot worsely acted movies in this. Believe me, there's a lot.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
there's a
sure.
lot of better acting movies than this
But,
too.
Oh yeah, but I think for what the
Kingdom of
movie
the
was trying to
Spiders
be,
had
this
better
was
acting
good.
than this.
The mother,
That I can give it.
whether
Bruh,
you think it's
Scarpat,
acting
this is
Oh,
not
hello.
the hill you want to die on, man. That there's good acting in Blood Rage, okay? We want to save this for another day.
Sorry, where are you at though, Steph? Sorry, everybody jumping in.
Yeah.
Oh no,
right?
that was it was entertaining, but so bad it's good.
Yeah,
So bad it's good.
really bad.
I honestly, no bullshit. I don't think it was as bad as I think you guys think. Me, I'm not saying it's not as bad. I'm saying I didn't feel it was as bad. Like what I was trying to figure out the whole time is how much of this is intentional. Like how much is the director knowing
There
how
was
bad
a
this
there
is?
was
felt
a
like-
scene where I kind of felt like that was they were doing it intentionally. It was I forget the scene though. There was a quick
I
look or nod where they're like, and I'm
Well,
like, is this
What for
supposed
me
to
it
be
is
like that?
is Terry's performance. Terry totally knows what movie he's in. The
Yeah.
killer knows. Like without him, it's a piece of shit movie, in my opinion. He carries the whole thing. He sets the tone, and like that's what makes me think they were aware of the film that they were making.
the feeling I
everyone-
got was
I think
the
not
director kind
everyone-
of gave up midway,
That
and then
makes
you
perfect
guys
sense.
told me he got fired. It makes sense, and he
Totally.
got fired and came back.
Yeah, he
Kind
quit.
of,
He quit.
Yeah,
and then
see.
they begged him to come back.
it makes sense. He didn't give it his all. It was
I
he's
think
like,
everyone- Not everyone knew what kind of movie they were making.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it seemed like it wasn't necessarily a fun movie to make, even though it does seem like Terry Todd had a lot of fun making this fucking movie, dude. He's just like, it's ridiculous, man.
Look with the
All I
cat
gotta
dragon.
say is this movie sat on the shelf for 4 years and missed 4 Academy Awards.
Terry needs to go back to killing murder school or something. He's the most uninspired. He's like,
Oh, over
Right.
there.
I love how
Yeah.
casual he is. He's just smoking weed
Yeah.
and shit.
Whoa, man. He's so jumpy.
Dude, when he kills that first dude, and that dude's like, he does the most fucking, like, he goes, oh, like, it's like, oh my god.
oh, God.
Is that
The
guy who
other
got-
best
who
part
guts-
with the lady's
guts
like,
around?
are you okay? He's, yeah, no, I'm great. But my brother's here. He's killing everyone. But it's like, but I'm fine though. Maybe we should call the cops. You know what? This has gotten out of control. Maybe we should call the cops. It's
Right?
like fucking
No,
I don't know,
hysterical.
but what you said earlier is true about how this is like the type of movie you can like talk to someone and have put it on in the background, because like 10 minutes in I ended up calling someone because, and I talked to him and finished the movie.
See, that's why you didn't really appreciate the acting. You were on the phone,
Yeah.
man.
You're
You do that
phoning
while
it
you're
in
watching a
stuff. You're
movie.
phoning this
See, you can't do
DHS.
that on
Oh,
your
wow.
first
Yeah,
watch, maybe your second.
No, I was just joking. I'm just trying to clown the movie because it was.
This is a great movie
Oh,
to
it's
put on
fantastic.
with your friends.
Totally.
Y'all have
Yeah.
some good fun drinking.
It's
wanna watch
fun.
something. Like if you're having a Thanksgiving gathering and it's getting rowdy, it's late at night, the kids have gone to bed, put on Blood Rage, see what happens.
Yeah.
No, and tell them beforehand it's so dumb that it's good.
Right,
So that
yeah.
they can just watch it and be like, oh my God. it's
No,
hilarious.
you got to tell them it's really good, so the whole time they're waiting, like, when is it coming?
You gotta be
Oh
like,
my
bro, this
God.
will be so damn
Let
good. The
people
acting
make
is
their own
nuanced.
opinions. Don't force them into a box.
Nominated for 5 Academy Awards. Dude, just sit down. Watch this.
It's total
Oh,
blasphemy.
man.
They skipped this one over, man. This should have been #1.
Why
Academy
did this
Award
sit on the
winner.
shelf for like 5 years?
I'm
I
curious.
am not.
You watched the
I
fucking movie?
understand why. Yeah, I mean, there you go. They're like, what kind of fucking movie?
No, but look, it has a good premise that if done correctly can really like see the problem is that we all knew that Terry and Todd or whatever was going on, but everybody else didn't know. Now if they
Yeah.
flip that around and you had to guess, was this Terry, was this Todd? There could be something there. There could really be something there. But
I'm still not sure which one it was.
Yo, you
Well,
know.
they don't help us because in the
No.
very beginning they switched the T-shirts on the fucking kids.
Mm.
yeah.
Like, which is really weird. And I saw other people mention that too, and I was like, yeah, that was puzzling because at first I thought the kids would be in cahoots together or something. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean? You're saying, because what I noticed was it shows, the way I viewed it was Todd is the one that grabs the hatchet, and then the next thing you know, you see Terry with the hatchet, and then he kills the people.
Yeah,
I thought
I
he
think
just
that's-
handed the hatchet,
no.
not switched
Yeah.
shirts.
I think that's a continuity error, bro.
And
I
then
think they were
when
like, wait, you put the wrong fucking shirt on that kid.
That's hilarious.
and then when he was like slapping him with the blood and putting the axe in his hand, people are already running up on him like they saw that shit, and like,
There's a million people
no one
behind him.
believes.
It's like, shit, man, you got an audience here already, you know what I mean?
They're all too busy fucking. Like that's what's going on. They're all too busy fucking. There's a lot of like.
There was a lot of sexual innuendos in this movie.
I love
Um,
how the women, every woman in this movie is ready to fucking go.
But none of
Yeah.
the guys are.
Any of the dudes. Like,
Right.
A great scene is when she's on the phone at the end and he's like right before he says like, I can hear the baby. He's like walking up, but he's got like the knife. The camera angle just gave me like porn shots, you know, like.
And Todd
But,
must think his mother's a freaking whore because every time Todd walks in on his mommy, she's tonguing somebody down.
They're-
They're
There she
laying down in
was
the car,
again.
bro, while they're
It
sleeping.
starts with
Like,
a banging in the front seat.
I think she
Kids-
was a whore.
And the kids go, Mom's up to it again. I
Yeah.
think, you know,
I think that's the whole like origin
point
of
was
how this
mo-
story begins.
Right, because
Is
mom was
before
always
that,
cruising
mom's
around.
yeah,
Poor kid,
mom's up to
man.
no good. She's
No wonder why they're
promiscuous.
freaking crazy.
Blessed
I
by
think- I
John's
think
comments
Mom-
with kids in here. What up, John?
I think mom is up to no good with Terry.
Boy.
To be honest with you, from an early age,
Yeah.
Terry's her favorite. If you look at the end of the film, when she realizes that she killed Terry,
Yeah.
she reacts almost as if she
Right.
killed a lover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
And when
for
she
sure.
kisses,
Get a
when
hold
she
of this
kisses
remake.
Todd,
That's
thinking
why Dad
that's
left.
Terry, she was like, "Give me a hug, my son," and he comes, and then she gives him a kiss on the mouth, but it was like way too sensual. I was like, ew, what the
That was his
Bro,
first kiss.
He's fucking her kid, dude. I'm telling you, man. That's what's going on, man.
Totally.
Joe Bob said it too, man. She's been diddling him from a very young age, man. That's why he's mad every time there's another dude, right? I mean,
Totally.
he's
And
a
wasn't
mama's
that
boy.
his
See,
first
that's
kill?
the
That's
thing.
true.
That dude,
That's true.
the
Yeah,
boy-
If
yeah.
this was an
stepdad?
Italian horror movie, you would have no doubt.
No
Like you'll
doubt.
see in a
It's
few
true.
weeks.
Because he went crazy. He went crazy the second she announced her marriage. That's when he just acted.
Yeah.
It was
He's like,
like-
guess what? My stepbrother's coming back, or my twin brother's coming back.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
there
know.
was definitely some.
Went crazy.
There was definitely some
A
things
jealous
going
fit
on
of
there.
rage.
Oh, man.
There was some good sex scenes though for what it's worth.
Wow.
Yeah, I like that though, because that definitely, man, if this was an Italian film, there would be no doubt. 'Cause I like that, man, because I think there could be something. Because it's like, why do we get this kill out of nowhere while the mom's trying to bang some guy in her car, and then
Terry shows no interest in any woman that's coming
not
at
at
him, right?
all.
And then Todd says, I've never even kissed a woman.
Just
Mhm.
reaches out and touches this girl's hair. Like, oh my God, he might be worse than the killer. Just sneaking up, touching women's hair.
Terry is the favorite, if you catch my drift.
Yeah,
Totally.
definitely.
I have written down Freudian mother love
That's what-
in my
Oh,
notes.
there's definitely
Very fitting.
mother love going, and that's why there's
Just wait.
there's that craziness brewing. But let's see. I guess kind of mentioned a lot of the stuff. So,
Did that last week too.
I'd say we could talk about maybe what it's trying to say. If you guys want to throw in the music and
Oh.
practical effects too, we kind of just do that, and then we'll go after that. We'll do the rating.
Yeah.
I'd say, like we said, practical effects are outstanding. One of the best things in this film. They really
Yes.
go for it all, especially it being a low budget film. I think the cinematography is pretty good in this too. I think it looks great. The music is outstanding. One of the other best things. I think practical effects and the music are two of the great things in this, without a doubt.
The song opening was a banger.
Hell
The
yeah.
film.
Hell yeah. And what the movie's trying to say, maybe we'd say, let's see, don't always believe your kids, man, because they might be bullshitting your ass. Most likely, they are bullshitting your ass.
Don't trust your children.
Just think about us when we
And
were
don't
kids.
bullshit
We
your
were
kids.
bullshitting their asses.
If you
Yeah.
catch our drift,
And don't bang him either.
Yeah.
Don't bang them.
that
Yeah,
was the
Don't be-
drift.
Don't be
but-
giving
For
them
real.
no, don't be
And we
giving
shouldn't
them
have to
no
tell nobody
lip
that,
on
bro.
lip smooches behind closed doors, because they might see, you smooching some other guy behind closed door, and they might axe that motherfucker the second they get a chance.
Or a random bystander.
Or
yeah,
random
take his anger out on
bystander.
it.
Poor
Nice.
bystanders.
Some
Poor
poor
guy.
dude smoking a joint and he gets shivved.
Dude was just trying to get laid, man. And he
That's what he gets for being so
caught
jumpy.
a bad one.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Worst.
Robbie, what do you think, brother?
The music's great. Richard Einhorn did the music. He also did the score of The Prowler, which a lot of people will know that movie also has
Yeah.
badass music. It doesn't have a lot of work though. It doesn't have a lot of work, but it's really good, dude. It sounds like anybody that watches like In Search of Darkness and shit, it's got that vibe. It's got that flavor to it, right? The music's my favorite thing about it. The gore and the kills are fucking awesome for what they are. Some of them are really dumb and just so stupid, but so many elements, so many little touches, like the severed hand still holding the beer, the torso moving around and shit like that. My favorite's the goddamn head wrapped in the cord that she finds, right?
Yeah, that head looked real, man.
I love
That
that,
looked
man.
kinda real.
Very
Yeah,
real.
I know.
really good.
That one right there, man. I fucking dude.
Yeah, it looked
That's
good.
better than some of the effects in Reanimator. You know what I'm saying? As far as the head goes. I love it, man. I love the music. I love the way. And as far as the structure of the story, it's shit. I mean, there's no good
Yeah, what
structure
story?
here. What is it trying to say? I think the message actually gets lost in the film. It's a rather confused script that sets up certain things and never revisits them. Like if you actually watch it with a super critical eye as a script and structure kind of thing, you're gonna find that. But it's basically about Mamas, don't diddle your babies, they'll grow up killers. They're crazy, don't you know what I'm saying? I fucking love it. And if you diddle your babies young, they are too, you'll find out that blood will be spraying. That's off the dome, believe it or not. That's what it's. There's no deep
I like that.
in this movie, except for maybe this. On a shoestring budget, you can get well-known actors to be in a movie. They have no idea what the fuck is going on. And maybe you won't make any money, and maybe you will not have a successful career in filmmaking, but you will inspire people 30 years later
Right.
just as much trash as you did, but they'll make money because we're in the new age. Anyway, I fucking love it. I think it's great, man.
Hells yeah.
Hells yeah, dude. Hells yeah. All right, Todd.
I think this is a very, very deep, very well structured and well scripted film. One of the best. But no, actually, if I was looking at it from through a Freudian lens, it's classic and it's simple. It's hurt people. Same thing. Like something happened. And this is one thing I appreciate about the movie. They don't tell us the past between Terry Todd and the mom and the dad. The dad never gets mentioned. So maybe it was him. Maybe it was the mom. Maybe the dad raped the mom and he saw that. Now he sees people with his mom. Whatever. Something happened.
Like Silent Night, Deadly Night shit where they get brutally murdered and that just makes him snap every time he sees sex going on.
You know what Santa does, don't you?
Oh, I know what he does.
If you look at what happens, like instantly, it's like this is a stretch, but it's in the movie, so it doesn't matter if the creators were trying to say this or not. It's there, so they are saying it. Like you hurt your kids, and then they're gonna go out in the world and hurt other people. Like, and that's the truth. You fuck up your kids, and you're gonna spread that hate and nastiness out into the world. But I think it's fucking structured pretty decent. I think it's better than a lot of you guys think it is, honestly.
I
love the shit out of this.
Like I said, it's an every
and that's
year
the beauty of
for
it.
me.
You are allowed to think that.
Right,
It's
right.
a
Yeah.
1-2 years for
We
me,
need
bro.
to hold up, man. All of a sudden, fucking Todd and Scarpad going to break off and start their own horror show, right? Where they review blood.
Todd and
Rage.
Scarphead.
Every day. It's also I've just been like I was telling you guys, like I've just been watching a lot of 80s slashers, like a lot. And I would put this up there with like the lower, not the lower level, like the second tier ones, like Slumber Party Massacre. This is on that level for me. It's
Hell
right there. This Intruder and Prowler, like this should be in the discussion with all those like second tier slashers and Pieces. Wherever you put Pieces on that level, it's right there with it. I'm curious what I rated Pieces, because I would rate this like fucking right there with it. But I love.
I might give a little bit more to the
of the
acting.
schlock, where it's
There's-
like bastard.
Right. There was, but then with Pieces, with like, because it's kind of reminds you of an Italian movie, a giallo. There's almost too much plot. Like the best fucking
This was more
slashers
entertaining.
don't have
than
any
Pieces.
plot. So this is all you know is that there's the brother and the two brothers, and the one broke out. Like it's like the plot for Halloween. A man broke out of an insane asylum, and now people are being killed. So like, I love that there's not a plot. But I think it's fucking a highly enjoyable film and stupid as shit. Like I don't get me wrong,
So
I do
bad
think
it's good.
Stupid as fuck, yeah,
That's
for sure.
yeah.
Another comparison it has with Pieces is they both have gratuitous tennis scenes.
Gratuitous tennis. That's not something you hear nearly enough. We don't get enough gratuitous tennis anymore.
Joe Bob would call it tennis foo, right?
Oh, the other thing I was gonna say, the opening you're talking about. There's a lot of fucking kills in that first 25
Dude,
minutes.
there's a lot of kills in this movie, for real.
Like they're bam, 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 bam. 4 kills in the first 25 minutes.
Doesn't Todd kill, or is it Terry?
Terry's the killer.
Terry kills everybody.
Man, you should
Yeah,
stay
right?
off the
Everybody
phone
in the
stuff.
damn-
You
Everyone
wouldn't know
but the
much more.
mom.
And the girl, the girl
Yeah.
mom.
Other shit I wanted to just mention. I don't know if this is what you guys were talking about earlier when we were talking about the dubbing or whatever it was, right after that opening kill where the kids are killing people. So instantly you're like, oh God, this is different. Then they go to the next scene and it's the therapist talking with the mom. And for whatever reason, the therapist is narrating the scene. Like while shit is going on. It's like, what the fuck is
That
this
was
film
weird.
even doing?
Yeah.
That was a little
Well,
wacky.
because time had passed and she's giving her report.
No, I get why
Yeah,
she
but
was
she for such a character that doesn't matter. It'd be like I don't know the
what I think happened
narration.
there? I'll tell you what happened there. because we already know that that's the producer of the film playing the psychiatrist.
Right.
Right. She
Right?
have a
Oh,
big
she
role.
wanted
show up.
a role.
I bet it sucked so bad, and they were just like, "Fucking, let's just talk over it." I don't.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah.
But dude, it gave it like a weird dream-like quality, which matched the scene before that. I'm not saying it was intentional. They thought that shit out, but it was.
Remember though too, the actors who was originally intended to play this did not show up. It could have been a fairly big name actress. Maybe we were going to get a bigger part.
This guy's
From-
too much credit, man.
Well, you're in that
I'm
You think
thinking
it was
Oscar-
Donald fucking
a
Pleasant
Oscar-
star
a
pad?
Oscar-
Can it
name
just
actress.
be bad editing and bad?
And they were going to have a bigger part.
Yeah, I
but
think you
they
guys
kinda
are
downloaded
deep
when they didn't
reaching
show
with
up.
that.
Shot
Yeah.
6 times. 6 times. I shot Todd 6 times.
Just other bullshit I wanted to throw in that I wrote down was that giant shadow. Like I love that little bit where you see him
Oh, he was
walking.
walking like
His
he was
attitude in that whole scene, she's running for him, and he's got that one guy, and he's holding him by the arms, like flopping his arms around and shit. I love Terry. Like he's one of my favorite slashers of all time. So yeah, good shit, man, good shit.
One more thing I wanted to bring up real quick. I just thought about it again. Was the original title of this film was meant to be Complex, right? And it's about an apartment complex in the 80s, right? And they do a good job of utilizing that, right? The nature trail, the tennis court, the swimming pool. Like they do a good job of I guess world building this fucking apartment complex. And I love that she's like finally gonna marry someone to provide for her kids. It's just the fucking apartment manager. Well, I'm the apartment manager. Let me go check it out. By the way, she also is going through all this back and forth with the operator to contact him. Just walk your ass over
walk
to the
around.
office.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
What the fuck?
This is a real emergency. Oh my god.
Yeah, but she wasn't that girl we saw at the beginning of the film getting down in a drive-in with her kids in the backseat of the car. She was elevated, She was at a higher tier of life.
She's
And
10
she
years
let-
older. She's
She
learning
lets them
from her
escape out the
mistakes.
car. I didn't notice. Like, oh my god.
Also, her new husband cannot carve a turkey. He's sitting there for 5 minutes trying to carve this leg.
That's why he got carved.
Right. I love when Terry points the knife at him. You're head of the family now. Why don't you carve it? And the musical cue when that happens.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's so funny.
Well, this movie, I think, just shows you what could happen when a mother smothers her kids. And it's similar to what we saw in Psycho. I mean, Psycho was basically the same story. The mother smothering, what's his face?
Man, that's
Man, why can't I think of the character's
Norman.
name?
Norman.
Alfred
Norman
Hitchcock in
Bates.
this mention.
Norman Bates. And some of the sequels went into that maybe she did sleep with him. They didn't do that in the original, obviously. But that kind
Could be
of
implied.
closeness, but just the smothering leads to fermenting this killer. So it was very similar to what we saw in Psycho. I think that was just the overall theme of the movie. The effects was fantastic. The music was fantastic. This movie, if you watch it, this is the 80s. This is slasher movies of the 80s, boiled down. And it's certainly, I think, one of the better ones.
That's why I think Slasher would have been a better title.
kind of generic. I can see why they didn't do that. But
Well, it more generic than Blood Rage. I mean, they're both pretty
Yeah,
generic.
that's so
but I
edgy.
agree. Blood Rage is better than Slasher.
well,
but
and
they're
blood
both
rage
generic.
could be just maybe the raging the blood because the mother's
Slasher.
smothering them. It's
Blood
their
rage.
sons,
Right.
But
I think they should have called it "That's Not Cranberry Sauce."
that's
Right. That would have been fucking great.
I like that
But no,
tag that
I,
Dylan
I-
showed earlier.
I liked it. It was a great movie, and I won't say it's a great movie, but yeah, I can see its flaws, but it was a good 80s
It's entertaining.
slasher movie.
For sure. Yeah, I'll just throw in fucking because I'm thinking about it with my little fucking name right there. Were you guys tripping when he's like, I'm Todd, and then you're like, who the fuck else is saying it? And then it flashes to the
Yeah.
mom, and she's sitting there saying, I'm Todd. It's like, no, you're not.
I had to rewind that.
What?
So I was like, did I miss something?
She's fucking crazy, man. That's what's going on. She's the
Right.
most looniest fucking person in this fucking whole movie, man.
Let's put ourselves in the perspective of the final girl with the baby. And after all she's just going through, she's sitting there watching the crazy brother of her crazy boyfriend and her crazy mom just sit there calling themselves Todd.
And
then
she was a terrible final girl too. She was the worst one in the bunch.
She was, man. I loved every other chick in that movie
Besides
aside
her.
from her.
Yeah. They should have
Of course,
swapped
the
the
one that
actresses
didn't show
around.
fucking tits.
Probably
man.
not-
She's kind of why I stayed. That she was the interesting acting choices I was talking about
I
earlier.
think
I
the
was
girl
like,
the girl that was with
You're all over
Todd
the
or the
place.
brother that wanted to get freaky dinky, she should have been the final girl. She was more interesting.
I love
She
that
felt
bit
more
too
hot.
when the one chick's like straight up coming on to Terry,
Yeah,
and they're
yeah.
basically making
Yeah.
plans to go fuck. And the girlfriend's just like, "Bro, I'm right the fuck here." Like, what the fuck?
And Terry
Yeah,
caught
one
homeboy
punani.
trying to get with his girl too when they were walking through.
Oh,
the
he was like, "You're
forest,
such a
and he was like,
sweetheart, Terry." Or
Yeah,
what do you call him?
it's like, thanks for watching my girl for me, man.
Yeah,
Anytime.
No, yeah.
Marty, that's not cran. I love how they're like, we love this cranberry sauce line so fucking much that we're gonna put it like 5, 6, 7, 8 times in this
Right,
fucking movie. Let me
right.
just get you over
He's
there.
like, "That's money, baby."
Heck yeah. Scarpet, was that it, my brother? Fable boss, what are you thinking?
Yeah, man, these guys are being really nice. I love them. I love them with all my heart. But this movie is terrible on so many levels. Editing, acting, so much is wrong with this film. But, I was intrigued, man. I can't lie. I wanted to watch it to the end. There was nothing that like turned me off so much that I was like, oh man, what time is it? Like I never looked at my watch,
Right.
and that's usually a good sign. Right?
Right.
If I look at my watch, it's almost doomsday for your film. Like I'm gonna just be like, ugh, slog, right?
Yeah.
So in that respect, it was good, and I definitely do agree about the practical effects. I think the practical effects are really good, considering the budget and all of that stuff. I was really impressed, especially when the dead fiance, boyfriend, whatever, when he fell and his head was split open, and you could like see
That
the
was my
brain
favorite scene.
inside.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was like,
Done
yo,
well.
that looks pretty good. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
So, man, this movie is not good as far on a technical level, on a production level, that kind of thing. But it's entertaining, man. It's fun. I didn't regret watching it, and I would definitely recommend it if you're into 80s slashers and horror, and so just so you can see every kind, everything that was around. Because I could see that this movie was trying to be with the times, right? Like VHS tapes were coming out, slashers were the thing. There were so many of them, so many copies. I think this is just like another one of those.
Mhm. Oh, sure.
So, but it's good. It's good to just, if you're researching and you want to get into the genre, this is a good one to watch. It's entertaining at the least,
It's
and what it's
quite quotable too.
Oh, for
and what
sure.
it's trying. Oh yeah, he's like the Spider-Man of slashers, man. He had a quip for every time he was gonna kill somebody, which was also entertaining, right? Like I
Yeah.
said, and the musical cues, how when they came on, it just made me laugh, things like that. And what it was trying to say, I mean, I can't add on to most of what you guys said. I would agree. It has to do with mothers and their overlove for children and their ignorance because. I mean, this kid was a freaking killer. Like he was a killer. Like he had.
It's like she knew, but she didn't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you turn a blind eye to the kids. She just loved her kids way too much. So yeah, I agree
Way
with you
too
guys
much.
saying that stuff. So yeah, man.
Yeah, brother.
My turn, I guess.
Yes, sir.
The effects, the kills were fun. Like I said, keep saying it was an entertaining movie. The kills were obviously that. I said my favorite scene earlier was the brain, the book splitting open. I liked him just sitting there, like that whole lead up. That shit looked all dope.
With his
She's just
busted
kind
hand.
Yeah. Well, I think he was posed.
Yeah.
The music was dope. Like when the beginning, I thought was of course the best when he's like doing the Carlton snap and shit. I was like, oh yeah, I feel you, man. This song's pretty dope. And yeah, it's so bad it's good. It's it's not. We obviously have seen worse, but yeah, this is not a good movie, but that's okay because it makes for a very entertaining movie.
Right.
Heck yeah, bro. Heck yeah. Definitely a fun one to watch with some friends and everything.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll get into the rating. Is that all you had to say, Steph?
Yeah.
All right. So I guess we'll get into the rating on this one. If you guys, anyone in the chat, if you guys are able to check Blood Rage out, if you want to throw your rating down below, you know, out of 1 to 5 your digs, you know how we roll, or out of 1 to 5 cranberry sauces, or 1 to 5 turkeys, however y'all want to go. Let me think. I'm thinking, man, this is a fun one, man. Definitely rewatchability at least once a year for me. It being a Thanksgiving, it's got some great kills, great music. I'm at like a 369 or a 4, man. I think a 369, man. A 369. I'm gonna go with.
That's respectable.
You know,
that's respectable.
I do enjoy it. It's got a lot of great kills, man. And it's a fun flick, man. I'm not gonna say like, oh, it's the greatest film, greatest story ever told, but you know, it has a good rewatchability for me. It's got, you know me, I'm an 80s guy, so the kills, man, really can bring. I'd give a movie a 5 just on kills and a score. I think Robbie, you would agree with me on that, man. Sometimes story, man, you give me enough good kills and a good score, you know.
You got to have some good TNA to complement that. You know?
Balance it out.
That's how you get the 5. You got to throw that TNA, which this has some of that in there. See, I think at 369 is pretty good. I think you guys down below would say that's probably better than what it deserves. And but yeah, I think 3.69 is fair.
I think that's more than fair, Dylan. I think that's a good, honest, and authentic rating from you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Well said.
Steph,
Great.
you want to kick us off and we'll go around? What did you think, brother?
Sure. Do the honors. I will give this one a 2.5.
2.5.
That sounds low, but I view my
still
rating scale as like a
10,
5
bro.
is like out of 10.
Well, if you did like out of 10, then that would be
this is out of 5.
10. So that's still good.
Yeah. You know, 5 is everything needs to be seen. 4 is like it was good. It's not perfect. 3 is, you know, it's entertaining, but it's also not perfect. 2 is like, I think it's like a 2.5 range. Is like if you're a fan of the genre, you'll really enjoy this. Obviously, our tastes in horror all deviate, or you know, ebb and flow between us. They're different.
That's a good way to say it too, because
you gotta be
people who love horror, they might eat this up, and people who don't, they might think this is like, what is this?
Exactly
You know?
true.
Especially 80s slashers specifically. This is a genre of its own, a subgenre of its own.
Yeah, absolutely. But you know, it's I don't regret watching this, you know, just because of clown the movie. It's fun to, you know, it's very quotable. It was entertaining. So I think 2.5. You know what? I'll give it a 2.69 to match.
There you go.
A point less than you.
I was waiting for that little bump. I knew you was a real one.
A point away from Dylan on this one, I don't think is bad.
Not at all, man. Not at all. Especially because, I mean, you know, I'm the crazy 80 horror fanatic. So, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
That's why I love we get a little mix of everything in here. So, very respectable. Still respectable, man. Fable, my man, what did you think?
Yeah, I gotta agree with Steph, as we often do. I'm gonna give it a 2.69, man. 2.5, because it's just like it's nowhere near the best slasher that we've seen, you know. And it's just another one of those, like I said earlier, if you know what that means, you know, there's a bunch of these copy movies from the 80s. So it's just another one of those. But because I chuckled a lot. Right. Because I wanted to know what was going on, and I wanted to see more of Terry, because Terry, he's horrible, but he's also, you got to watch him, right? Like, it's like garbage day. You got to watch this guy. He's so crazy. So, yeah, I'll give it the 69 for making me laugh, man. 2.69 split.
Station.
Hell yeah. 2.69. All righty. Scott Pad, my brother. What did you think?
What does an 80s slasher movie have to do? What does it have to do? It has to be fun. It has to make you have a good time while you're watching it. But it gives you that good vibe with that music. It gives you the great gore killings coming. It's not boring. The performances are quirky and fun. Louise Lasser nailed this. The mother was phenomenal on this. Really good. You guys are familiar with her other work. very similar.
Oh,
she
yeah,
knew
no,
what
I
she was
know,
doing.
Don't condescend to me, Scarpet.
Okay, don't condescend. I watched Woody Allen movies, you piece of shit.
But,
Come on.
okay.
Freaking
And
actor.
the
You're an
and
actor.
I thought for being the an 80s drive-in slasher movie, B tier level, but really being fun and really you could tell they were having fun, even though it was a fucked up production. I'm gonna give this. I tell you, I gotta do it, baby. 4.
4.
1 out of 5 for me.
Wow.
Scarpet.
Nice.
Respectable.
That's respectable because it's honest and authentic
Hell
Boom.
yeah.
and not in any way condescending.
Boom.
Not at all.
Not at all.
That's what I love about this shit is because like Steph, you're right. Fable, you're right. Scarpad, you're right. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give it a 4 too because it's all about what the mood that you're in and what you want from the fucking movie and what the movie is trying to do, obviously.
Right.
And when I compare this with a lot of the 80s slashers, for me, I'm surprised it's not more popular. Like, I guess it is probably like as popular as
I can
Pieces.
see it definitely being a cult,
Right.
you know, if it hasn't earned that yet.
But for me,
Yeah.
it's not necessarily cookie cutter because I can't think of off the top of my head, maybe you guys can inform me. I can't think of many 80s slashers where you see the killer's perspective as much. Like in the end scene, which is like this long scream style chase scene, like forever. You know what I mean? And the girl is hiding behind the door. Normally, in almost 90% of slasher movies, we're on her side of the door. We're hiding with her. In this one, we're on his side of the door. So like they knew what they were doing. They were doing something different and unique. Whether they were fucking aware of what they were doing or not is debatable for sure. But like Scarpad, you just said it fucking beautifully. It's fun. It gives you all the things that you want out of this type of movie. There's one other thing I had written down that I just wanted to fucking. Oh, I guess that was it. The perspective thing. But yeah, I'll give it a 4, man. I really enjoyed it. It's up there with Pieces for me as far as like in that category of film that super fucking rewatchable and fun and funny. Like funnier that I laughed harder at this than like most 80s slashers. Period. You know what I mean? I can't think of a funnier one.
Oh yeah.
Other than Pieces. that one might be funnier.
Heck yeah, dude. Love it. 4.
Hell yeah.
Nice. Rockin' Robbie.
Bruh. So, first of all, everybody, y'all have been very authentic and honest with your ratings today. Okay, so I had to really think about it. Like, one of my favorite things I'd like to say is this. We rate movies, or at least I do, based on what the movie is trying to do. I sometimes I'm very lenient on movies when I feel like they're trying to do something with limited resources, right? I don't think they were trying to make this movie.
Right.
Okay. So then I had to start thinking about this, and I'm like, okay, but we don't overly critically rate our films, right? We're not like, look at here. We'll dissect it. We'll talk about it. But I really came to a realization with this movie. I don't rate based on technical and critical craft, and I don't rate my films based on what they're attempting to do. Sometimes that's a factor, but I base my ratings on my level of enjoyment of the film.
Right.
And everything else comes along with it. I don't think this is quite Pieces tier for me, right? Like Pieces is something like I fucking am obsessed with that fucking movie. It's so bad. This movie is bad, but I love it so much. I'm going to go 3.5 weird sexual sessions on a diving board. That's what I'm going to 3.5 from Rockin' Robbie because the music's killer. It's ridiculously goofy throughout. Whether it's intentional or not, it doesn't matter. The enjoyment is there. The experience is there. This movie, we can pick it apart or we could elevate it. But honestly, nobody's not going to have a good time watching this movie, except for maybe your grandma who thinks a bit too much. So I don't know. I'm just saying, like, I fucking loved it. I will also say this. I saw many people say that this had excessive sex and nudity.
No.
I think it was finally balanced. Yeah, it was balanced.
Yeah, not even
very
close.
tame.
Those people need to watch some more Italian horror. There you
There's
go.
only like 6 titties in the whole movie.
Yeah,
unless you want to count the mom's little titties that she stuck up
And they had the Cinemax sex scene on the diving board.
I hate that sex scene. I like so bad. Like they could have put some more passion in those sex scenes, but this is for
that
a
kill
movie
scene was
filled
even
with sexed up people and a movie filled with sex. It is like the least like sexy fucking slasher films. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it kind of tanks a little bit on that. That's why it doesn't go to the 69 for me.
At no point in that movie did I look at any of those characters and like, yeah, they fuck.
Yeah, and nobody wants to do light as a feather, stiff as a board, and then fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I'm saying. 3.5 awkward sex sessions on a diving board.
Nice.
All right, not bad at all. So we got a 2.69 from Stefan Fable. We got a 4 from Scarpad, and a 4 from I'm Todd, aka Verno.
Todd. I'm Todd.
And then we got a 3.5 from my man Rockin' Robbie, and we got a 3.69 from me. And then let's see, we got a 3.69 from my man Two Gun. And then we got a 3 from Figure Drawing. And we got a 3 from Bobby. And we got a 3 from Jorem. And I think that averages out to about a 3.369, brother.
There it is.
Hell yeah.
You thought I messed that one up, but I didn't have my money again.
Once again, your math excels.
Great pick, Dylan. This was a fun show. This was a
I'm
really.
glad you guys had fun.
I didn't know what
I
to
think
expect
our
about this movie, but
most
I bought
honest reviews yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This shit's only one of 3 movies I believe that I reviewed this year and immediately bought. And Brooks is responsible for 1. You're responsible for 2. Dylan,
That ratio,
Brooks,
baby.
You're Brooks tier in my heart right now, man.
Heck yeah, brother.
Plus,
I
you like
love
the
it.
Guardians holiday special, so station, my
I
man.
loved it.
Oh,
Yeah, I loved
great.
it.
Actual crew average 3.42. So you're like getting some Rain Man. shit.
Yeah, he's
Damn, bro.
Dylan's
Bro.
our numbers
top,
dumb.
bro, off
Dude,
the
you are a
dome.
numbers genius. Dylan last week, y'all remember Dylan goes, because I was like, how do you time the ending perfectly? He goes, you got to wait till like 5 to 4 seconds. I've been doing that, dude. You're right. You're right. You're flawless.
I told you, bro. I be trying, man.
It's the lag.
Some things
man.
I
It's
got
the
good.
lag.
Some things I got down, bro. Some things I got down, and some things I just don't.
That's all of us,
Golden,
brother.
baby.
That's all of us.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's you.
True.
Subscribe to everybody.
But man, yeah, you guys help me, man. Y'all the ones that hype me up, so I love y'all for it, man. You guys are the
We
best.
love you, man. I'm thankful for you, Dylan.
And
This
I'm
movie
thankful
made me
for
think
y'all,
about how
man.
thankful I was for the DHS crew. I remember when it was just me and Dylan doing this goddamn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, trust me,
So
man.
glad
Me,
for Berno and Scarpad and Fable and Steph and Perry and anybody else that shows up. All the people that have been on the show, Manny, Jay Strick,
Hell yeah.
Brooks, Whole Shoe's been on the
Dwayne.
goddamn show one time. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I
hell
knew I
yeah.
could do with Chopping Mall.
And I love it. I love it because like 2 of you guys are like super enthusiasts, right? Like that would be like Scarpad and Dylan. And then 2 people are like, I love the genre. I think that's Verno and Robbie. And then me and Steph are a little more like grounded. We're not as into the genre, but we love it. We're getting into it
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Respect it, yeah.
Yeah. So it's a great mix of opinion. I think.
I'm
Yeah.
slightly offended that Fable
what I
doesn't think
agree.
it was into horror.
I knew you were going to.
Well, some of the
I'm
stuff
the one
that
that
you
started
guys
this
love.
shit. I got Verno on his first
No.
Italian double feature last
No.
year. Come on, bro. I started Horror Fest. You know who I am?
I think he only said that because you're more
Say my name.
critically acclaimed.
Where I was, when I did my first episode of DHS to where I am now, as far as my horror fandom, is fucking night and day.
Dude, your
Yeah.
first episode
You
was
took
Dead
a
Zone,
deep
and like
dive.
Dylan was.
Yeah, Verno was like, guys, I'm going deep,
Yeah.
and just dove in, man.
Verno was like, X-Men.
Seriously.
Fuck the X-Men. Freddy Krueger, baby.
Yeah.
The only episode
Wow,
under an
those
hour.
He's like-
sticks for
He was like, these claws, no, these claws.
That was the
These
only
claws.
episode under an hour because Dylan had this raging migraine. and
Yeah,
I
I
was
was
like,
I
growing
remember
up,
that.
bro.
Verno was like, what do we do? And I was like, it's just up to me and you, bro. Like,
I was
let's
like,
do it.
what's a
God,
demon?
That one.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like Poltergeist. I like The Howling. I like where I didn't even know about Blood Rage or the spiders and this and that. So
Better
it's
watch
like,
out, bro.
Yeah,
I would have
so
never
when
found it without
I
you
used
guys.
I used to consider myself a fan of horror, but now I know I'm like a noob still, kind of.
I get what you're saying, Fable, because
You know what I mean?
I'm such a red shirt.
I get it
Yeah.
because my personal movie review show right now is doing Godfather movies, so I understand. I get what you.
I think they just look at you because they look at you as like the all-around guy too, you know.
Yeah.
Because you like it all, you know, which I do too.
Pop
But
culture.
I'm wearing
I was gonna say, I look at-
mummy.
the show is
I'm
formatted.
wearing Boris Karloff mummy socks right now. I just want
Right.
y'all.
I'd like to point out that this is the most subdued
you're hardcore, bro.
episode
You're hardcore.
Scarpad has ever done.
It's because we got onto it first. I'm sorry about that, bro.
I love what Two Gun said down there about the 1K. That's awesome, Two Gun.
Does anybody remember that brief period? Since we're reminiscing about VHS right now, does anybody remember this brief period where Dylan started like reviewing movies on Letterboxd or some shit, and he was like furious with my fucking ratings now? Man.
Yo,
He's giving
That was
let's
all-
get back to it.
You know, I was joking the whole time, but
No,
I
you
do.
weren't, bro. You were so into
No,
it.
you're like, I'm a
Professional.
professional.
I'm a professional. But yeah, man, dude, I because watching like In Search, and they got who are those guys? The two guys that were the biggest assholes back in the day. Those two guys that would
Oh,
review movies.
Robert Nero.
Siskel and Ebert?
Siskel.
It's going Ebert.
Oh.
Not assholes.
I'm just
Just
like,
Yeah, I was gonna say Ebert was a fair reviewer, bro.
I
I'm
sat
like,
next to
bro,
the
They
ball
are
on that
both
Bulls
the
game years
enemies
ago.
of horror films, though.
Yeah, they hated everything.
Well,
Okay.
not all horror films.
Okay.
They just didn't like the slasher.
Ebert was pretty damn fair, though. I respect.
But I thought and Ebert was a fair reviewer.
Which
I
one
loved,
was
I
bald?
loved
Siskel?
Siskel and Ebert growing up.
Cisco
I
is the one that
always
passed
watched
away.
that.
Yeah,
I love
They both passed away
watching
now.
them.
Well, wait,
go up
yeah.
against.
I felt like though they were
Ebert's
like,
Before it's
the fat
Ebert and
one,
Roker.
very
Ebert's
mixed
the fat one.
on their opinions.
Cisco's the bald one.
he
Well, here's
sat
the
right
thing.
behind me
Here's the
at
thing.
United Center during a Michael Jordan Bulls game back in the day.
They used
No
to
shit.
go out and like try to block people from going into the theater to see these fucking movies. You know what I'm saying?
remember that. I remember that. They
Look it
didn't
up,
like it.
Carpad. It happened when you were a kid back in the 80s, but it happened.
They were fucking pretty. The Ebert especially was. There's a podcast that I listen to, Evolution of Horror. Everybody should check it out. And the
Siskel
dude,
is
he
worse.
plays clips of Ebert like a lot. Like he plays what he said about things, and he was so fucking
He hated
hoity-toity
everything, bro.
about it.
Yeah,
Like this
he
is
hated
gonna
everything.
ruin the country.
I love to watch their reviews on horror movies. I see Figure Drawing. I think that they have. I love it because they're like, this movie's nothing about how many times can we kill all these teenagers having sex, and can we do it in the most gross ways? And I'm like, yes.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like line up, baby.
yeah. But
He's
here's
like-
the thing: that these movies could be horrible as hell, but it doesn't mean they can't be loved. Like I love a lot of shitty movies. I know they're crap. I don't care. It's like Robbie said: if they make you feel a certain way, who cares? You know,
Right.
Garbage Pail Kids, the movie. That's one of the worst movies ever.
Yeah, but you can't. I don't think you can ever look at
Seriously.
mainstream. You can't look at
But I will
mainstream
watch
Critics, you're
reviewers
right.
and think they're gonna
Yeah.
like genre stuff.
They
Because
shouldn't
they're
like
fucking
this stuff.
square, man, and they're fucking
understand that,
shills. They're
but-
shills.
Yeah.
Stephen King was bringing up this dude on Twitter today. He was like, "Does anybody remember there used to be a dude who would give a positive movie quote to any fucking movie, and like he was trying to figure out the name of the dude. He's like, he was the one guy who had a positive quote from Battlefield Earth. You know what I'm saying? He's just like,
Yeah.
you know what
He
I'm
threw
saying?
off
Like, God
the. He
damn.
threw off
Well,
the
that whole
Rotten
era of
Tomatoes.
movie reviewers are gone now, anyways.
In a world. Anyway, I love these movies, and they didn't turn me into a psycho.
Not yet.
Yeah, well.
That
There's
you
still
know.
time. Yeah.
Well, you know, the church used to tell me that listening to Kiss was going to get me into the occult. And they were right. It took 30 years, but they were right. I'm just going to say.
Fuck yeah.
I'd like to discuss something that
Are
was
you?
probably the most evilest, sickest, rottenest thing that could happen to any of us during this period of time. Black Friday sales, as you'll see in a second.
Oh my gosh. I'm scared.
They're evil, and it absolutely killed me.
Oh God.
And you shall see. Next week will be a bad one.
like it took a Black Friday sale. Come on, Scarface.
Black Friday has really done
Yeah, Black Friday has killed him.
it. Black Friday has killed me and killed future generations for years to come.
Oh yes, it will.
In the sweatshops Amazon produces.
But what can you do?
Yeah,
Amazon sent me a
the Black
ripped
Friday
fucking
killed my
slip
grandpa
today.
too.
What's that?
I said the Black Friday sale's been killing my grandpa too. I saw him and he's like, he's just telling me all this stuff he's ordering and stuff. I'm like, geez, Grandpa. I'm like, you really caught the bug. He's like laughing. He's like, yeah.
Well,
He's like,
stay
I need to
tuned
really
because
stop.
both Dylan and Robbie will be receiving something from me for the show
Nice.
from Black Friday. So look for it in the mail.
I swear it better not be a Blu-ray copy of Kingdom of the Spiders.
I thought about
He's
it.
like,
With the
If you're
Oh,
done,
he
you're
did.
cut off.
the steel sledge.
I thought about
make
it.
sure you get it
I
signed
thought about
by
it.
Shatner.
These motherfuckers. You can get Hereditary right now for $5.50 in Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Don't
They
say
got
you
me on
get,
the pre. They got me on the pre-Black Friday deals when like John Wick and Green Knight and
They're all
Spider-Man
the
and
same.
all that shit, dude.
Yeah.
I bought way too much.
The
Like,
price
And
has
we're
never
not even up to
changed anyway.
Cyber Monday yet. Cyber Monday,
Yeah.
baby.
well, the beautiful.
Oh yeah, Cyber
Well,
Monday.
still got
Sometimes
Cyber
those deals are
Monday
better.
sales
If
going.
you are struggling financially, I just want everybody to know it ain't the last time you're going to see these deals.
Oh, no.
Right.
Like, but if you got the funds, then have the fun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I will just say, as a delivery driver for the post office, fuck you guys. Quit ordering shit.
Oh, you're a
And I
postal
never,
worker?
I never do
Yeah.
that same day delivery
Holy
shit. You
shit.
know that
I'm a
Amazon.
mailman.
You get that
Fuck
one
that.
where that you could earn $1 if you tell them to
like
take
earn a
out as
buck
long
if
as
you
they
just have
want.
it all shipped at the same time. I'm like, no, I want to have a package at my door multiple
Every
times
day.
every goddamn day.
Shit, Bruno, you shouldn't
It's
watch
like
horror
Christmas
movies, man.
every day.
No, it is though.
Like, I
It
got
is.
a gift,
Getting
yeah.
getting packages every day.
I got-
Yeah,
dude.
you open it up, you're like, what is this? Oh, thank you, Robbie. That was awesome.
Yeah.
There was like a stack.
Like, I wonder what this is.
Gift
There was
wrap.
like a stack this big, bro, and I like literally snuck out the back door in like a robe, and I was like,
Yeah,
and
he
I
had to
snuck,
hide,
and I
he
was
had to
like,
hide.
oh my, because my girl was in the living room, and I was like, let me sneak these down into the basement.
All right,
Yeah,
that's
I
bad
remember those
territory,
days.
Dylan. I'm just gonna say you don't want to. Working at the comic shop for as long as I have, that's some bad territory, man. When you're hiding the receipts.
Well, no, it's not. It's not that she even cares. It's more that like she'll be like, "Why the fuck are you getting shit every day?" And I'm like,
That's
I
when
swear to
you
God,
go.
I
Yeah, I
swear
don't
to
know,
God,
babe.
it's return. I swear
It
to
must have
God,
came
it's
in
return.
late.
That's when you go, babe. I'm a YouTuber, and they okay.
Yeah, yeah. They,
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I've started. That's what I've started to do.
she's gonna be like, there's another man
Robbie's
named
used
Dylan
that one
Anthony
before.
that.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to hide the NFL Blitz machine I ordered a couple days ago. So.
Oh, that's badass.
That's awesome, man.
Hell yeah.
Just say
NFL Blitz was
that
shit.
just say that the horror show guys got together and bought it for you.
Oh,
Just tell her you
She
want a
ain't
contest.
buying that shit.
I want a contest. Can you believe it again?
the only one I have to sneak and buy now is my mom. So,
You guys ever see the clip online? It's like there's a specific thing on the package that says, do not let my wife see you deliver this. And he's going to set it on the porch. She opens up the door and he hides it behind the back. He's like, I'd like to talk to you about my personal Lord and Savior. He just Jehovah's Witness and shit.
I'd be like, you're the best Amazon driver ever.
Real shit.
Real one.
You're like
Oh,
the
man, I
fucking
love to
dude
hear
that
that,
Jason
though.
Confused delivering the beer keg. Nope, wrong, Mr. Picture.
Right,
Hold
exactly.
together.
Man, I love hearing that I rekindled someone's love of horror. That is
Hell yeah.
awesome.
Two Guns, awesome, by the way.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
usually
yeah,
what I
that's the
say.
man.
I'm just like, Two Gun and Scarphead just keep sending me shit, bro. I'm like, it's just what happens when you're a big time YouTuber, babe. What do you want to do? I was like, you know what?
break 1,000, man.
Because at
Break
first she acted like
1,000.
she didn't believe me, and I was like, dude, that's just what happens. I was like, it's a real thing. I was like, I can show you videos of all these other YouTubers, and people send them stuff all the time. I was like, I just am lucky that I have some good people that are super
Part of the community.
fucking awesome and kind enough to send me stuff. Yeah, like Scarpad, freaking Two Gun, and I know Robbie has sent me stuff from time to time. Mike and the guys from PCP, you know.
We sent you a whole box of Halloween candy one time, man.
Everybody has.
I think we're doing it wrong.
I still got my Star Wars card that you guys sent me.
That was our Powerade. That was our packing material. We just put a bunch of Halloween candy in the fucking box.
Oh yeah. Hey, I loved it. That wraps this week's review for Blood Rage. Next week we will be doing I believe it is Stephen King's Storm of the Century, baby. And you guys know,
Haven't seen this one.
Robbie specifically knows I have not shut the fuck up about this movie since I started the horror
Is
show.
that a movie or a
It's a
miniseries?
3-part
It's a
miniseries.
He's
Oh.
been threatening to do this shit since day one, y'all, and it's finally fucking here. Goddamn.
We're looking at 4.5 to 5 hours worth of viewing.
Ah,
I don't know if I'm gonna make it.
It's on Hulu.
I might
It's on
do it.
We're doing
Hulu.
so
But
good.
no, what is it? I thought it's like 3 hours
They're like an hour and a half each.
or an hour and a half each. I love it though, man. It's so good. You could break it up, but yeah, don't give me
You're
that.
gonna have to break it
no.
up, brother.
Do we have to?
Maybe
No,
I'll,
I'm just
maybe I'll
kidding.
skip
I'm
next
just-
week.
Next
We
week,
should-
it just might be me and you, like old school, Dylan.
I'll plow
Yeah,
through.
they're hour 25 and 2
but
hour
I
and a half.
think I think there should be a no miniseries rule. No miniseries.
Well,
It's
he
good.
sent everybody the
After
list.
we watched
Go.
Kingdom of the Spiders, anything goes.
Yeah,
Right.
but it wasn't a
On my
miniseries.
show, I have people watch
And
13
Exorcist
fucking
too.
movies sometimes to review.
I know it's
one night,
crazy, man.
okay, but the thing is, he gave us fair warning that this
He
was
did.
coming.
Yeah.
He did.
It's on
I
y'all.
What was that
I think
movie,
it was
Iron
on
Eagles
Hulu.
or some
Yeah.
shit? You watched?
This time I was prepared.
What?
This time I really got
Wish there was
some money.
Iron Eagle was a good movie, man.
I love Iron Eagle. It's one of my best.
Louis Gossett
one of my
Jr.,
most
man. It's a great
YouTube
movie.
videos, man, is Iron Eagle.
I thought it was Cobra.
Cobra's the
Cobra's good
highest.
too.
Oh, God.
Well, no, Cobra's shit. I watched Cobra. It's the biggest piece of shit. But it's enjoyable
How
to
many-
watch on a
I
different
know.
level.
It's
And-
Watching
and guess-
Cobra on PCP movie night was just a sad experience.
And
I was
guess-
like, oh,
guess
Robbie
what?
needs
Because
a hug.
I had Barry though.
the
Barry was
Scream
on my
Factory
side,
disc.
man.
The Scream Factory disc is nothing but the stars of the movie bad mouthing the fucking movie. It's really good.
I fucking love that movie. I don't give a shit. I love that
But-
goddamn movie.
Nothing is
at
better
least-
than the glorious Roadhouse. Let's just.
Roadhouse
Oh, I
is
was
a
just
good movie,
watching
man.
Roadhouse the other
Roadhouse.
day. I just watched Roadhouse
Glorious.
yesterday. I love that's a good one, man.
If you ever want to get
You
Bueller,
It's got the
talk about-
by
sways.
the way, just
Yeah.
review Roadhouse. He'll be
I'd
there.
love to get the
Sure.
4K. Vinegar Syndrome, I think, just did a 4K for
You
that.
guys
wanna
got to
talk
do the
about
Roadhouse
Mariah
next
Thank you,
Splendor?
Two
double
Gun.
feature.
Thank you, Two Gun.
Oh, I'm sure it's the shit. I watched it when it came out.
I've heard
Dude,
about it,
it's
just never
a,
seen
it's
it.
an incredible like winter movie, and
It's
that's
just
what
a
I was
vibe
hoping
set,
it'd be more like
that's all.
kind of more of the snowing frenzy at the moment, but it
Bro,
isn't.
I just watched the
don't
same
need that.
Godfather 3 twice this week because I thought that the new cut was something fucking different. It's
Really?
not, by the way.
Mhm.
It's
What?
like the same fucking
It's
movie.
the same thing.
It's pretty much the same fucking
No, it's got to be something different about
movie. Dude,
it.
they cut like 15 seconds off the tail end and they rearranged some of the sequences in
Well,
the
it's a
beginning.
different movie.
And that's all it took to pull you back in for another
Did it
view.
make it better?
All
No,
I'm trying to
I
say
believe
is-
Rob. If it's the
I just
fucking
made it-
same, Robbie
I
would.
just made
If it
it-
was different, Robbie would say.
all I'm trying to say is I just made it through Godfather 1, 2, and then 3 2 times. I can make it through.
So wait a minute. Did you
Yeah.
watch the original
can barely
theatrical
make
and the coda? Is that what you're saying?
I watched both. Yeah, all of us.
So
did.
which one did you like better?
The coda is the better cut. I'll be
Okay.
honest. It's the better cut, but
I
it's.
mean, they're both not good
I haven't
movies.
seen the
I
coda
do
yet.
feel like Francis Ford Coppola owes me $15 though, which brings me to this Monday night, The Godfather
I
Part 3. Movie night. It's gonna be a good
Yeah.
show. So join us for PCP movie night on Monday night, and then next week, Storm of the Century.
Hell yeah, dude.
Well, hold on.
Hey, and I waited, and now it's. Oh, I'm sorry, right? I double clicked it, and now it's on. It's on freaking Hulu. So
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
the
on
there.
Blu-ray,
Oh, nice.
you could get the DVD for like $10 for a while, but I think it's like 20 on Amazon.
And allegedly, the Hulu cut from Stephen King's own Twitter account is uncut in some kind of a way. There's some
Yeah.
there. I guess there's something that I don't know what it is, but I've never seen it.
And
So-
Monday night,
Yes, sir.
join Dylan and Perry and whoever else wants to join up for The Last
Mhm.
Starfighter, 1980.
Yeah,
Nice.
boy.
A great movie. So
What year's
join
that
us
I
from?
for
love that
I
slip.
wish I could hang out
1985.
with y'all, man.
Oh shit.
Great
I've been
movie.
trying to watch the ones that you've been doing and try and catch up on what you guys got going on. Because
Scarpad
Black
hasn't
Starfighter is
done
a fun
a
one.
non-banger yet. Let me be honest with you.
Yeah.
Scarpad
Be careful
Sci-Fi
there,
Sojourners
Verno.
is awesome.
Scarpad
Careful there, Verno. Verno will have,
always does bangers.
Sci-fi podcast in like 2 minutes.
Right,
He gets
right.
into sci-fi.
yeah, I know. Well, no, I
careful,
like that.
Verno.
Just watching what you guys did last week, I like that you started early. You guys got a base
Work
to
your
go
way up.
on to talk about shit in the future. I like that strategy you used. But
I love.
I got to jump here and say I fucking love you guys, but we bullshitted too long. I can't stay for show and tell. I got to go start Storm of the Century, evidently, and then wake up.
Dude, I hope you love it, brother. I can't wait to see you next week, bro.
All
Right,
right.
you're gonna watch this one twice.
Later, bro.
Yeah. No, great pick, Dylan. I
Right?
fucking loved this. You guys
Thanks,
are shit.
bro.
Peace out, guys.
Peace,
Bye,
brother.
everybody.
Have a good one.
I just want to say the Scarpads sci-fi show is great. I've been watching them. Y'all are doing a great job. I cannot wait to be able to join the day after Christmas. I finally get to be a piece of it because y'all are doing amazing work there. And you got one of the best intros I've ever seen, Scar.
Dude,
I know.
Oh, yeah.
I know. We
I
put that
love
together.
it. And that music is so
The
good.
song, yeah.
So damn good.
Somebody
I,
I know personally is really good at picking music from the YouTube studio.
yeah,
That's all.
you're next level with it, bro. Next
And I
level.
don't know if you noticed it, but that song, that music, every time there's a drum doom, there's something going on the screen where somebody's getting hit. It's almost like it timed perfectly.
Yeah, I wanted you to get your
almost
money's
like
worth,
Robbie did that,
Scarpad.
timed it perfectly.
All right, so who's
By
going?
the way, I sent you that invoice for the intro, Scarpad. I'm still waiting on payment.
I'll get right on that.
He's like, there's a problem with my checking and my debit. You know,
Yeah, because I bought too many fucking Blu-rays is the problem.
Mhm.
I told you, man, being able to watch Green Room on your Plex server was payment enough. So thank you for that. I need to buy that one, actually. That's
Green
a good
Room,
one.
yeah, that's a great film,
That
man.
was a good movie. That was a good one, PCP.
And R.I.P. Anton Yelchin. He was,
Yeah, no shit.
hey, plus
Yeah.
he just sent you a little AOK coming. So
Yeah, I
since
know,
that
man.
kid,
I'm
he got that
looking
cherry
forward to-
on top,
that's the
baby.
payment.
Forward to getting that, man. He already sent me some Star Wars classic VHSs and the Matrix and shit, dude.
Oh,
That-
yeah.
dude, yeah. Scarpad's the shit, man.
Dude, he is the man. That's
Even
for
though he
sure.
likes
That's why
to try
I'm
to, like,
loving. I'm loving
he
this
likes to try to
sci-fi show,
interject-
man. It's been
He
a
likes to
lot
try
of
to
fun.
interject on Dylan's overall thoughts, but Scarpad's the shit, man. I love him.
That he is. I definitely recommend you guys come check out the sci-fi show every Monday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Come check us out on Skypads, Comics and Tricks.
So who's going first here?
Who wants Steph, Fable? You guys got anything to show, my brother? What's up, Mark?
Yes, sir.
Nothing this week, Steph. Fable, my brother. You got
I
anything?
guess I could just show off some books.
Hey,
I
whatever
picked
you
up, I
got.
guess.
You know, we.
Yeah. Let's see. Got a few books in today through the mail because we love our mail, right? And
Yeah, fuck Verno, we love mail.
first up, I picked up GI Joe 300. I don't know if
Oh, that's
anybody
sick.
That's a nice cover.
picked this up with all the Joes. It's a wraparound. It's got all the Joes
Nice.
and the damn Cobras in it. I feel like I got to go back and read these books because Larry Hama.
And think about it.
I
He
don't
did
know.
300 issues of that.
I was gonna say, I remember he
Yeah.
back in 2009. He was. That's when I knew
Yeah.
Random Hive, but
And this is the cover B to that same issue, but this one's just
oh,
Cobra. It's
I
a
think that's even
connector.
colder.
Yeah, awesome. Had to get these. Picked up that Power Rangers 102 with the Jenny Frizen Ranger Slayer. My favorite Power
Wow.
Ranger. She absolutely killed it. It's one of my favorite covers from Jenny Frizen in a long time.
Who do you think has a better costume design, Lord Draken or Ranger Slayer?
Ranger Slayer, bro.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah,
Slayer.
yeah,
Oh,
Ranger
yeah.
Slayer.
She
Yeah.
You
looks
can't fuck with
amazing.
pink and black together, man. That shit works.
Yeah.
That's true.
If they
Yeah,
put this,
yeah.
if they put this in the real show, like they come out with a show and they put her in it, I'd watch it again.
Yo,
Straight up. I got the local comic shop day foil variant of this Mark Silvestri book that came
oh
out.
nice.
That's nice.
It's so worth it because the interiors is just the ink. Like,
Oh,
no colors, and you
okay.
can see every mark that Mark Silvestri makes, dude. And this is
Yeah.
one of the best books he's ever done.
Yeah, got that one.
I'm glad he still
picked up-
got it.
That new Star Wars Revelations book. I got the Pete
Oh, that's a
Momoko
great cover.
I absolutely love. Momoko.
I'm a Momoko fan now because they did an interview on Cartoonist Kayfabe, and I was like, man, god damn it, they got me now.
Yeah,
Yo,
she's
they
won
got
everybody
Latino
over, bro.
With her, yeah, for real. Well, I love her rendition of Afra here. This looks great.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that's fitting.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Her
Another
personality.
good artist that I've been loving is Souza Micah. I don't know. if
Oh, that's a
anybody's
good
big
one,
on
huh?
Souza
Yeah.
Micah. She
I
did
got
a
to meet her
punchline.
earlier this year, man. She was stoned as fuck, man.
I love her already. Silver Micah picked that up. I've been waiting for this book to come out, and it's finally out. And I'm so glad that Robbie loved it because I was just waiting for Doctor Strange.
Shout out to
Ooh.
Brandon because he said Tradmore on a Doctor Strange book long ago.
No, that was me, bro. That was
No.
me. I said that shit a long time
Well, Fable. All right, shout out to blame Fable. Blame Fable, not
that's the best Marvel book of 2022.
Is it?
That's a dog. That's one I'm kind of behind, but that's one I am like tempted to
There's
grab.
not a lot of competition in that.
Okay, bro, I want to read that.
True.
I fell in love
Marvel.
with Tradmore
What are you telling me
ever
for?
since
Silver Surfer Black, baby. Yes, sir.
Silver Surfer Black, so I had to.
Dude,
to.
y'all gotta read The Strange Talent of Luther Strode. He did that.
I had.
That
oh
shit,
no, that was.
oh my god! And if you love gore, dude, people are literally like.
Oh, that's a horror
with-
book, huh?
It's so no, it's an action book, but it's like action like Riccio. Like there's like you punch somebody and their insides are fucking coming out and
Explode. Okay.
in the most artistic and psychedelic way possible.
That's awesome. And because I love that book so much, I indulge a little bit, but because the artists that are doing the covers are also some of my favorite artists. So I got the Fall Sunrise by Danny Warren Johnson. He did the cover on this one.
Amityville vibes on that, right? Amityville vibes.
Yeah,
absolutely. And of course, we just spoke about her, Peach Momoko, man, doing a cover for a Tradmore book.
Did you get the David Mack one?
No, I'm not a big
like
Mac
Stephen
fan.
Yoon.
I'm a big Mac fan,
fan.
but it was just too expensive, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, his exclusives are
like
usually
150 or something like that.
And that's it. And I try to get variants that mean something. So
that's good shit, man. Dude, that Doctor Strange book. I'm not even kidding, man. And I think like just a couple weeks ago, I was fucking around with y'all, and I was like, hey, Marvel. Yeah, and I was like,
written dry.
I was like, hey, Marvel book was the pick of the week. I did that like a couple weeks ago. Y'all are like, haha, that's funny. No, it was really true this week, man. It was awesome.
Heck yeah. Oh, yeah. Robbie Scarpa, who wants to go next?
I'll go next. All right. So everybody loves their killer clowns now, right? Art the Clown, Pennywise. We've been talking about all that. I got a pop. This is probably the most horrific pop I ever got, and this horror clown is responsible for more deaths than any other twisted clown. I got a Ronald McDonald pop. So I thought that was pretty I already got the Grimace and Birdie and Hamburglar and Officer Big Mac and Mayor McCheese, my favorite McDonald's character. Anyway, got a little bit of a haul from Shout Factory here, but I picked up The Legend of Hell House, which is one of my favorite 70s ghost haunted house movies. I fucking love this.
You gotta pick that up.
I finally got Curse of the Werewolf.
Oh,
I
need to get that one too.
Oliver Reed, like this movie means so much to me. When I watched it back in the night, no slip.
The slip is gorgeous.
Bummer.
Got the space.
Oh, you got that one?
Yeah, I ordered that too.
As soon as I heard they were 90% filled and sold out, I was like, I got to get it. Stuart Gordon.
I haven't gotten mine. I'm slacking. So
while I was there, took advantage, and I picked up the first volume of the Universal Horror Collection.
Nice.
As The Black Cat, which is one of my favorite Universal monster movies, or not monster movies, but one of my favorite Universal horror films. Also has The Raven, Black Friday, and The Invisible Ray. I do want to get all of those eventually. And I love this so much. Criterion just had a recent sale, and every time Criterion does their sale, I got to jump on and get something. So I picked up The Brood from David Cronenberg on Criterion.
Oh, nice. That's a
very nice.
So, yeah, got a nice little Blu-ray haul and Ronald McDonald because
hell yeah.
I have all of those ones on the back, by the way, except for the Fry Guys. I haven't picked those up yet. But I didn't want to get a Ronald, but I guess I have to. So anyway. That's all I got.
Nice haul, man.
Nicely done.
Nice pickups. Scott Pad.
Okay, well, we'll just hit the toys first. This came in finally from Shout Factory. I can't believe how small this thing is. I thought it was bigger than this. This is the burnt up.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
The one that came with the one that came with the 5 discs and the posters. Now Dylan has the posters, and I just got the little Chucky burnt Chucky.
That's a cool one to display.
Oh, that's Chucky, man.
Yeah, no, the box is good. but it's pretty
Open it.
small, as you can see.
Open it.
Yeah.
Really small. I thought it was bigger than that. But then I finally got, these have been on order for a while, and they both came in at the same time. This is my XO6 Sulu.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah.
And I tell you,
That thing
these
is
guys
crazy.
make the best Star Trek figures. I mean, the face of Sulu on this is spot on.
So many
spot on.
companies, man.
All these accessories are magnetic. They all clip to them. And
Oh, really?
I tell you, these are the best, some of the best
That
Star
looks
Trek
fire.
figures you can get. I just pre-ordered the Ferengi from Deep Space Nine.
And that's Sulu. That's Sulu when he goes crazy, right?
That's Sulu when he goes to the Mirror Universe.
Okay.
Mirror Universe Sulu.
Yeah.
And then coming at the same time is Benjamin Sisko from Deep Space Nine.
Oh, that's fire.
And this is the special edition one. Comes with the jacket and the phasers and everything. So it has some of the accessories. It's really, really nice.
Dude,
Tell
those are
me
so
you have a
detailed,
Picard, man. Tell me you have a Picard.
No, Picard's going to get re-released. They only released First Contact Picard. I didn't really care for that much. But I want to get all the captains. So as they come out, I ordered the Admiral Kirk and stuff's
Janeway.
coming.
Gotta go
All right, so
Janeway.
the Blu-ray haul will go through. These are mainly Black Black Friday stuff, but some of it's stuff I've been waiting on. So I got Dune, which just came out.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Wasn't gonna get it unless it went cheap, and of course it did.
It don't look too bad.
That movie's worth it.
Well, I was gonna
Where's
wait till all of them come out and get a box set, but then I got Bad Santa.
You gotta do that one on your channel too.
Yeah, Dune. Hell yeah. I'll be
They'll
there.
probably do Dune eventually.
Bad Santa.
My money's been a little
Another
hectic, but they're
classic. I
about
know it's
to.
gonna probably go out a print soon. The classic Tron.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
Me
Blu-ray.
too. Yeah.
And I'll probably do that eventually. And then I got from Kino Lorber, the third season of Night Gallery came out.
Nice. I like the purple.
I'm a big Eli Wallach fan. Aces High, Spaghetti Western. Kino Lorber.
Nice.
The Hateful Eight.
Nice. That's a good one.
Tarantino.
I love that film.
Classic 80s, Demolition Man.
There you go.
Alone in the Night.
Yeah.
That's 90s, baby.
90s.
Another classic, The Mole People.
Ooh.
That's from Scream Factory, and I love
Is
that
that?
box.
I didn't know that was a Scream Factory.
Yeah, I love that box. Really good box.
Yeah. Hell
Heck
yeah.
yeah, dude.
Dexter the New Blood, which is so-so, but I
Yeah.
kind of enjoyed it.
It was, it was good fit.
This is one of my favorite films of 2022. I'm really, really surprised by it. The massive talent, unbearable weight.
I've still been
Nicolas
meaning to
Cage
catch that.
And
I gotta
the
watch. I've watched
Mandalorian.
bits and
The
pieces.
guy who plays the Mandalorian is really good in this.
Yeah.
Pedro
That
Pascal.
guy's
Pedro
good,
Pascal.
man. I want to see him in the last.
This is a special edition. Special edition from overseas, but I think it was a Zabi, but it's a 4K Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, with Kevin
nice.
Costner,
Okay.
Alan Rickman. It's
Yeah,
got the box, it's got the book and the movie.
It's just filled with
Where's the Man
fucking
in Tights?
actors. Actors are literally the worst pieces of shit in the galaxy.
Shit. Fucking actors.
The Shield complete series.
Nice.
Bro, I remember watching that when it came on. I was like, they did side boob on cable TV.
Yeah, well, that'd be, this obviously set the path for a lot of shows.
Now they're doing fucking Chucky, where they're just chainsawing people
Yeah.
on fucking hats.
That
This,
was top rock.
This movie really
That was
surprised me.
awesome.
I really enjoyed this flick. I never saw it in the Heart of the Sea with Chris Hemsworth.
That's a
Moby-
good one, man.
Basically, the Moby Dick
Haven't
origin
seen
story.
it.
I thought it was very good.
I thought it was.
Ron Howard too.
I thought that was a requel of Free Willy.
And the makeup effects when they're starving and eating the cannibalism was phenomenal.
You got your Shield box set? I didn't even see it.
Yes, I got my
But I
Shield box
clicked
set.
over. Oh, you didn't open it yet. I heard there's like a nice ass badge in it. It looks
Yeah,
like
it's
really
pretty
nice
heavy.
set.
John
That
Wick
thing-
3
Yeah.
in 4K.
Nice.
Heck yeah,
Nice.
Looking forward to 4, man. That
John
trailer
Wick
was
2
dope.
in
me too.
4K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coming to America Steelbook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the best one you showed so far, baby.
And this was only $9 for this.
That's awesome.
4K Steelbook.
Fuck you.
This will be done on the show sometime.
That fit
Fifth
the. Oh,
Element with
nice.
Bruce
Hell
Willis.
yeah.
Okay, that one might be better.
Luc Besson.
This movie it probably sucks, but I got this for like $2. So I guess the remake of Last House on the Left, but it did have good.
Is that Jennifer Lawrence? The Jennifer Lawrence one?
No, but it does have Gyllenhaal. What's his name?
That movie is full of actors.
I like, but I'm sure it sucks.
Any remake of a Wes Craven movie sucks.
In 4K, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. This
Oh, wow.
is perhaps the worst looking 4K ever
What?
that you could ever get. It's horrific.
No
And
way.
what to say about it is it does look better than the Blu-ray, but it doesn't.
Mm.
Great Thanksgiving movie.
It's a great movie.
Dude, I watched that movie like 5 times this week. That's my favorite Thanksgiving movie.
Alligator
Nice.
in
Nice.
4K.
Ooh, nice.
I like that cover.
Peacemaker.
Yeah.
Do you really want to? Do you really
You
want
really
to?
want to take it?
One of the best intros ever.
Dude, I literally turned my soundbar up as high as it could go.
You know, Alan Tudyk helped choreograph that dance?
Yeah, and even though it's the same thing and you think you would skip it, I watch it every fucking time.
Hell yeah. Oh, yeah.
James Gunn
It's
could
so
just
good.
make a career out of making soundtracks for fucking movies. Like,
Yes.
Okay, and this is the disc that proves that Disney has no interest in physical media because they licensed Wall-E to Criterion.
Yep.
Nice.
This is
Well,
the
that's
4K.
better. That's better though, isn't it?
It is.
Right,
It
right,
It is
man.
better.
It is better because we get better discs. It's the 4K.
it's
So-
Criterion worthy. I think that movie is. Man.
It is.
Absolutely.
It is. It's just sad that Disney it doesn't seem to care
Yeah,
about.
well, I'm glad because Disney.
Hey, man.
Disney's disc got blue
They
anyway.
do this shit with the
that
comics.
they do.
I never saw this movie, but everybody talks about it.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Wahlberg.
Yeah, that's a good
That
one.
movie's not that bad, man. That's a pretty
No,
solid.
it's not.
Oh, that, yeah. Oh, you guys better cover that. Someone better cover that.
I love that film.
I think Steph has the
he's-
first official pick for DHS, man.
It's not.
She's
it's
doing
no
the Marky
last
Mark
night.
thing.
It's no the
Okay,
last night, but, you know.
Actually, one of my favorite films. A David O. Russell film, Three Kings.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Love
Love
that.
You like?
movie.
What about I Heart Huckabees? You like that one?
I haven't seen
think
that.
so. I remember that vaguely.
That's a good one.
Okay, a
Kings is
movie.
so good,
I've
man.
only seen this once, but I don't think this is as bad as everybody made it out to be.
No, it was
Oh,
bad.
Yeah.
No,
it was bad.
No, I've never seen the extended
But
cut.
not as bad as everyone makes it out to be.
No, yeah.
I don't think this is the extended cut. I've never seen the extended cut, so.
Fucking Michael
Kingdom
Clark
of Spiders.
Duncan.
Not bad. CGI.
Yeah.
Bad
Fucking
Yeah.
Tom Strong was a great Sinestro. Just
Okay. And
it
another
had some
movie
good
that-
performances.
We're gonna have to
Another
cover that on
movie that-
PCP movie night, aren't we? Green Lantern. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Another
Hell
movie
yeah.
that I've never seen. And it probably is as bad as everybody says it is. I'm sure Robbie will chime in. I've never seen it. I got cheap. The Dark Tower.
Yeah.
You know, I was
I haven't
talking about
finished
that.
that one.
I was talking about that with people at my job today. Have you read all the books, Scarpad?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Well, I read all the books. I started reading them when that movie was announced, and I just finished them earlier this year. But that movie's like an hour and a half, and
Yeah.
like I've heard nothing but terrible things about that movie. But
I've
I'm-
heard there was a 3-hour cut, but they cut it down to like an hour and a half.
Yeah, and they wanted to spin off a TV show and shit, and it's kind of, without spoiling the whole gist of what the Dark Tower is, it's kind of aimed to be a follow up to the series of novels in a way.
Oh wow.
If you like Edward Furlong, you like Detroit Rock City.
Detroit Rock City, hell yes.
Oh,
Yo.
I worked at the theater when that came out. I love that fucking movie.
Yeah, I don't know what year this came out. What it was like 90s?
99,
98,
99.
Oh, was it
Yeah.
really that far? It was good though. I remember it being good.
Dude, I used to think Jason Mewes was in that movie. And then
Yo, yeah. The dude from Cabin Fever.
exactly.
He does have, yeah.
And then I feel one of the finest sequels in the series, Tokyo Drift.
Yeah, very underrated. Yes, sir.
The best character of the franchise, Han.
Right?
Mmm.
And finally, in a movie that we will be doing in December on Scarpad's Sci-Fi Sojourns, it's The Children of Men. Clive
Yeah.
Owen and
Yo.
Michael Caine.
What happened to Clive Owen, man?
I know he was everywhere in the 90s. And then supposedly Charlie Hunnam's in this too from Sons of Anarchy. I don't know where, but
No, is he really?
yes,
Charlie Hunnam is in it?
yes, he is.
I've never seen it, but I saw it got like an 8.7 on
No, it's
IMDb.
bro.
I've never seen Children, man. I was talking to
Oh,
Scarpet.
you know?
Yeah,
Oh, that bro.
I
God.
want to
it's
get it
got
because it went down to
Clive
10.
Owen, Michael Caine,
Good sci-fi.
Chouette
Julia
Bay,
Moore, or what's her
Julia Moore, Julia Moore, Charlie Hunnam. It's a great movie.
No, yeah, that movie is beautiful.
So
It's
we'll be doing this in a couple weeks on the show, and that's it.
That's it.
Nice.
I'm going break. Well, actually, the second half will be next week. I got about the same amount coming, but we'll see.
Oh my gosh.
there's like this continuous shot in Children of Men.
It's so well when you see it. There's a lot of dystopian movies, but I buy this one every step of the way.
Very
Yeah.
believable, yeah.
Yeah. It's
I
good.
can't believe
It's
I
really
never
good.
seen that one. At least I don't think. I'll have to see when I watch
Yeah,
it.
definitely.
I think you'll
Isn't it
enjoy
based on like a famous sci-fi novel too? Like,
It is based on a
famous
book.
one?
You know.
So I
And
got
Clive
it.
Owen was a man, dude. He had just come off of Sin City.
And he had Shoot 'em Up, and he had a bunch.
Yes,
Of movies.
Paul Giamatti.
Nice
I
posters.
don't
by the way.
remember.
And he should have been James Bond.
Oh, that would have been great.
Yeah, those
Yeah,
posters.
You're
are
drawing. I did see Pig before though, but I don't remember if I showed this. But Scarp had sent me
Oh,
a
nice.
guy. Because obviously the Screen
That's
Factory has been
That's
long
the
out of print.
that's the Region B, I believe.
Yeah, this
That's
is the
good.
Region
One of the
B, so
best.
finally, I can freaking watch it. 'Cause I've been dying.
You never seen that?
Never seen
I've
it.
seen it before, but it's been a while.
That's
Honestly,
one of the greatest movies in all 8 dimensions.
and I think I've only
It's
seen
my
it like
favorite-
one
it's my
time.
favorite movie.
I think
That
I've only seen it
outro
one
with them
time.
walking towards the camera.
I
It's
just
fucking
wanna get
great.
all
the
of
music
us
is
in one
fantastic,
place
but I will say
together.
this: you have to really pay attention and listen to the movie. Give it your utmost attention because there's a
I remember
lot
that because
that
when I
goes
first
through.
watched it, I didn't really care for it, to be honest. So
I'll
that's
tell you
why I'm
this,
really
I'll tell you
excited to
this.
watch it because I know it's not Scarpad's favorite sci-fi movie for no reason. And I know Robbie says he loves it too.
I fucking
so.
love that movie, man. And
I
I want to
do.
get the entire PCP crew, excitable we are, and the DHS crew, horrifying we are. And I want
Hmm.
all together to recreate that fucking scene at the end when they're all
Yeah, that'd be so tough.
Without-
Well, I remember
without
when it was
music.
going out of
Yeah.
print, Scream Factory, and I didn't get it because I didn't really care about it.
I
But
got that steel
I
book.
wish
man.
I
was
did now,
looking-
man. I wish I did now. This went on sale, so I had to pick it up.
Nice.
Bro, what
Man,
what was the sale? Because I looked that up today and it was
$60.
150. Oh my
it
god.
was 60,
You said 16?
60.
No, 60.
Oh,
No,
that's still a great deal, yeah.
60 flat. They have like $180 version. It says it comes with a digital code, but at
What do you-
that
yeah,
point,
what do you need
whatever,
for
dude.
digital?
I'm
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
so
but
glad
yeah,
to finally
yeah,
own
you can
these
pay for
because
that.
I did own them all, and then I somehow don't own them anymore. But I think they were the DVDs, so I'm glad that I got them on Blu-ray now.
Hell yeah.
I've been wanting to revisit that probably because we've been watching Godfather movies.
Well, also, if you guys,
Oh, that was.
if you guys like that, check out Stallone's Tulsa King on Hulu. It
I
really
watched
is.
the first
Paramount
two
Plus, it's
episodes,
pretty
or
good.
the 2 episodes that
Okay.
are out, and I really did enjoy it. And
Yeah.
speaking of,
Nice.
Yeah, I love that cover.
oh, me too.
Golden
That's-
Black,
I didn't
baby.
want that. I have the old Blu-ray set, and like it's just all 3 of them together. So
Yeah, I bought the box set in 4K,
I like
but I
these,
like the
man.
covers.
I like
the
this
covers
new
better.
art. I'm waiting on the coda to come.
I like the Manny version of that art where he put in all of our faces, me and Perry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that, and I love the art on these new ones. So I had to get
Yeah,
them.
that art was so good. I had to use that on our thumbnail, man.
Oh, dude,
that's so
it's
good.
so good. That's why I was like, when it was, because I think the whole set costs more than me getting these separate too, and I was like, that's a no-brainer straight up because the art is fucking bomb.
Oh,
I
yeah.
had to get this, bro. This steel book is
Oh,
gorgeous.
nice.
Well, let me show you guys the art on this, man. This steel book is gorgeous, bro. I believe
Oh,
what it
yeah,
is.
look
That
at
shine, baby.
Yeah, I got
so
the
good,
30th
man.
anniversary. This is the 30th anniversary 4K version. Look at the back too, man.
Oh,
One of
nice.
That's the
best,
original cover right there, right?
yeah, one of the most underrated character actors of all time, Gary
Dude,
Oldman. Man.
So
People,
good,
people like
man.
to talk about Johnny Depp. You need to look at Gary Oldman's career, bro.
Dude, I
Gary
always
Oldman's
say
gonna be
Gary
great.
Oldman. He's a chameleon, bro. Every
He said he
movie
loves
that
his
he
accent.
plays, he looks like it. Does, you know, like Keanu Reeves. You're like, that's Keanu. Gary Oldman.
He slips into the
bro,
role.
He looks different in each role, man.
Every
Bro,
movie he's in.
The Dark Knight to
Yeah.
Fifth Element. Like, look
Even
at the contrast to that shit, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
Get him in True Romance. When
yeah,
he's
True
fuck yeah.
Romance,
Yo,
Yeah, I was
bro.
just saying, bro.
Yo.
He's a
Yeah, when he's
chameleon,
like the
bro.
cheesy,
Well,
when he's the cheesy congressman in the Contenders.
You like Chinese food?
And he was in Sid and Nancy too, and that
People
yeah,
like to
he's
throw Johnny Depp up there.
He's like, I didn't know it was White Boy Day.
Yeah.
Gary
Somebody-
Johnny
Oldman.
Depp's cool, but he's definitely not in Gary Oldman, baby. Yeah.
no, he hasn't been as good movies.
Super.
I think it's White Boy Day.
Had to pick up the Expendables 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, nice. Hell
That
yeah.
would be a good one to cover,
Yeah,
dog.
yeah.
These are fun. These are a lot of fun. I can't wait
Action
for the
Fest,
fourth.
baby.
I don't want to spoil anything, but Action Fest.
Action
2020.
Fest.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yes.
This was like $4, and funny thing
Yo.
it says there's an unrated director's cut.
What?
And it's an extended director's cut, and it says it's unrated. So I,
just mean
take that with a
because
grain
it
of
was-
salt, but
I don't
I
think
had
it
to
was.
see it, especially
Maybe like a few
I
curse
never
words.
heard of that. It's probably
There's
just
some
a couple
sexual
of-
Oh, thank you for
It's got some titties in it.
Arnold
Steph is the one
grabs
that
the
made me
fucking
watch
Turbo
that.
Man and just like fucking throws it
Yeah.
and shoves it into somebody's fucking throat or some shit like that.
I think he rapes the babysitter.
Turbo
And,
Man.
we got us a little video nasty over here, man.
Oh,
Oh, this is gonna be a
I
good
wonder-
one to
I
talk
wonder when
about.
Oh,
we
that's
watch
the zombie
that
clip.
one.
Y'all don't know what's coming, man. I swear y'all don't. Scarphead
Yeah.
does, but
If you
Is
thought
that
the
the one you
mother,
guys mentioned the other
if you
day?
thought the mother's son
Yeah.
was not good
Okay.
in what we just watched,
and that guy, man, he's just hugging his mama a little too tight. He's just hugging her a
Oh,
little too
man.
tight.
and
in the
because
breast
and
area.
because
I don't know.
because of
Guys
the
are
sit-
disturbing me a little bit.
because of the situation, where they really couldn't show a youngster doing what he does in the movie, they hired a 29-year-old male that looks like a baby to play the kid, and it's even more disturbing.
Oh yeah, I don't like where that's going. I don't like where
But it's
that's.
an Italian zombie movie. And
Oh, me and Dylan watched this one evening, and of course we were stoned. But even without that, it's
the entire thing was gold.
yeah.
the
It might break
entire
break
thing.
Robbie, but
The
we'll see.
practical effects on it are so good, man.
Don't condescend to me. I can't be broken by a horror film.
I can't wait, bro. I cannot wait.
Hell yeah.
I heard the new
Yeah.
one is good.
Dude, I hear it's just
Glass
as
Onion,
good, if
baby,
not
yes,
some
sir.
are saying better.
But
I'm-
you know it's coming out on Netflix. You might as well just
funny,
wait.
yeah, funny. Well, it's in theaters now, but funny thing, I didn't see this on Netflix anymore. And this was literally like it was like $8
For the
and-
longest
or
time.
It was like $8 and you got a $2 coupon. So
Right.
there was no way I was missing out on this.
I'm
This is
Detective
a great
LeBlanc.
film, man. Great.
Yeah, hell
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean,
Cannot
I
believe
enjoy.
The Last Jedi
Oh,
motherfucker did
Scarphead. Have you seen the Looper?
Yes, Looper's very good too. I told
Okay.
Dylan about Looper this week because it was on sale.
What was
Good
that?
movie.
Yeah.
Looper, Bruce Willis, Joseph
Yeah, it's a
Gordon-Levitt.
good time travel.
Oh yeah. No, I know that one. I didn't know that was on sale. Brad
Yes,
Fury,
yeah,
oh my
bro.
god,
One
This
of my
is
favorite
one of
four
Oh,
favorites.
Yes.
Blaine
One of my
Staff.
favorite,
What the
Yes.
hell? Mad
army,
Blaine Staff tonight.
war films, and there's none that are all about tanks. This
That movie
so
had
good.
me. That's why I was hyped for Suicide Squad, because
Yeah,
if he
me
would have
too.
translated that to Suicide, or if the studio hadn't fucked it up, that he had the tone,
You
dog.
got freaking Brad Pitt, John Berthnall, freaking
Shia LaBeouf.
and
What's
then,
that? The kid's name.
Logan Lerman. or
Lo-
whatever.
yes.
And then you also got the guy who plays
Michael Pena.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is so, dude. It's so well.
Everyone kills it.
They've never,
in a little
they've never
tank
done
mode.
tank combat like they did in those movies.
You never get anything
Yep.
about just straight
Yeah.
tanks. This
Yep.
movie is so underlooked. I feel like it's so.
Oh, bro.
bro.
It's
There's
slaps.
no
Well,
way I was
there
gonna
has
see it
been
on
some
4K.
movies. If you go
Ooh,
back.
But this
Scarphead, have you
is
seen
all about
Overlord?
tanks.
Yeah, Overlord I didn't really
Okay.
care for that much, but I
Okay.
thought it was all right.
Respect.
Oh, I love it, man. I mainly snagged
Yeah.
Oh,
it.
nice.
It was my
Yeah.
girl's birthday Friday, so I know
It's a
she
good one,
loves,
man.
she loves Animal House, man. And
Yeah,
I do
yeah.
too. So, and then Scarphead told me, gave me a little heads up that it came with the slip.
Ooh,
So-
that,
Yeah, I
That
had the
slip
4K
is
is
sleep,
I
baby.
had the 4K steelbook on that.
Yeah, I
If
didn't
you don't,
even know there was
if you
a
love,
I really
if
like
you
this
love
slip
80s
though, man.
horror, if you love 80s horror, you gotta love Porky's. You gotta love that stuff because it's
Mm.
all in the same vein, just without the
Dude,
horror.
anything National Lampoons, baby.
Yeah.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles on 4K.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Had it, dude. This is one of my all-time favorites. R.I.P. John
R.I.P.,
Candy,
yeah.
bro. Like, just
yeah.
they don't make them like this no more,
Yeah,
man.
that's his best movie too. I think.
Dude, it's like the guy makes me cry like hysterically and literally cry. I just feel so terrible. Like he's just he is such a good actor. He is such a good comedian. Just gone too soon, man. Gone too soon. I always said, man, I was just saying to my mom, I was like, I would have loved a sequel to this, but maybe based on during Christmas or something. That would have just been so good, man. Where, I'd have loved a sequel with him and Steve Martin in this, you know. And maybe he's like living at the house, man. And Steve Martin's like, I gotta get, my dogs are barking, man. He's like, yo ass gotta be getting the fuck going. But yeah, man, I love that film.
Yeah.
Dude, I had, dude, and this is cool, man. Came with a nice little slip cover too, man.
I do kind of wish it was in 4K
Nice.
though. Me too. And I
Because
wish
it was on
the digital
4K and
code
it was on
wasn't
4K and
freaking Voodoo
HBO.
only. That's the only bummer. But oh my god, I do love this, man. It's such a great
I hate
show.
fucking Voodoo.
4K of the Company of Wolves.
I've ordered that.
Dude, was so happy to get this, and I know Scarp has, and gonna bless me with
dope.
with the poster. I cannot wait.
Dylan will be getting my poster. Dylan, this is the first horror show with your posters, isn't it?
Yeah. I was gonna say after I was done because Two Gun was saying loves the poster. Finally got. I believe I had a couple of them up on Scarpad show, the Chucky ones,
Right.
but now I finally got all 5 of the Halloween ones too now, man. So looking good, man. I got 2 frames left, one for this, and I think maybe the other one will probably be my King Kong or something, because the In Search of Darkness posters are too small for these frames back here. So yeah, I was gonna put those up at first, but too small. So I gotta ask that company what exact size they are, man, because that was a little bit of a bummer. But this is a fun film, man. Very weird, but I believe the guy who did the effects and created the mask for the new Halloween film, he did the effects in this, and there's some great practical effects in this, dude. Totally worth checking out.
Better than American Werewolf in Paris.
We'll definitely do it at some point, Two Gun. We'll definitely be doing Company of Wolves at some point. You know how big of a werewolf guy I am, and I cannot remember if I showed this, but had Twilight Zone companion. Scarf
nice.
Me this. We're trying to get that Twilight Zone show going next year, man. I cannot wait.
Yo, that would be good. Yeah.
This thing, bro, it goes episode by episode. This thing goes deep, bro. I cannot wait. Like once we start digging into the reviews to like just dive into this for real, man.
The author wrote for the 80s Twilight Zone. He also wrote for Star Trek.
Oh, wow.
And
it's so good, man. Like just so good. You know.
I think I sent you another book too, didn't I?
Yes, you did. I got it right here. I was just trying to show that. And then he sent me another one. I was like, did they send me Twilight Zone twice? And then I opened it up. I literally jumped out of my damn seat, man. I was so pumped. I had no idea about this book. And it's the Reign of Chucky, especially with
wow,
just ending.
This
thing dives into like all about the doll history, like the history of horror and dolls. And the guy that wrote this, Dustin McMullen,
that's a big ass book.
McMullins. They also did a couple other books, The Taking Shape
nice.
1 and 2. They did a Phantasm book, which I really want to check out. Dude, this thing, I was flipping through it, man. It is so awesome, dude. They like these horror books, man. They really go all out. I never had I'd gotten into the magazines here and there. You know, I love the Horror Hound and everything, but dude, some of these horror books, man, if you get the right ones, or if you let Scarpad do the looking for you, he'll find you a goddamn good ass horror book, man. Dude, these two, I cannot wait to dive into more, man. Thank you as always, Scarpad.
Yo, maybe it's it doesn't exist, but wasn't there like a Twilight Zone episode where like this guy was probably a few of them. He's like the last man on Earth, like everyone just disappeared.
Yeah, that was the first one actually.
No way.
Was the first episode. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that was the first episode.
It's called Where Is Everybody? Yeah.
Okay.
One of my favorites is the one about a bunch of dolls and a trash can or some shit. Like, but it's about their whole like journey. They think they're like in some kind of prison or some shit. It's really good. It's a good one, man. It's always stuck with me.
Yeah, we're hoping to do like four episodes a show, and then talk about each one of them separately, and then rate the 4 that we watch, which ones we like the best. So
it's gonna be good.
Dude.
Good show and tell. Gentlemen.
Oh yeah.
Twilight Zone, man. It was such a great show, man. Such a good one. One of the
Quintessential.
absolute best.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I know Scarpatch showed his Night Gallery, and we were talking. Night Gallery's good, but it's just
Not as good as Twilight
does
Zone.
not.
No,
compare
a lot of
to-
stuff.
You know,
Twilight
Outer Limits it would nowhere near Twilight Zone, but you know these movies they're
That's
all
another
inspired
one
by
I really
it.
want
Pretty
to.
good.
Outer Limits is another fun one that I'd like to pick up one day.
There was an episode in Outer Limits that scared me from drinking milk. It was this dude was like, I just remember the scene. He was like in prison, and this white shit comes out the ground and like goes in his mouth, and I just as a kid thought it was milk in it.
Now hold on. Are you
Scared
talking
me.
about? Are you talking about?
It would
Are you talking about the remake series or the original series?
about Outer Limits.
Yeah.
It might
When
be.
it like
Was it in
it
color or black
late-
and white?
It was in color. Oh,
Yeah,
so it was a remake.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh
there's black and
wow,
white.
no
Yeah,
way.
Outer Limits was.
Because there's a
was on
remake of the
60s.
Twilight Zone too. That's in
It was out
color,
for
and
2
then there's black and
seasons,
white.
and it was a lot like the Twilight Zone, except it was an hour long. And it was more science fiction based.
Wow.
A
I
lot
did
of
not
them.
know.
And then Showtime picked up the show, and it ran for like 9 years. It was pretty successful, and there was a lot of good episodes.
I think that's one.
and the
I
color one as
saw,
well. That
I didn't
But
even
there
know
was a
there
black-
was a colored Outer Limits.
Yeah.
I just knew about
Yeah,
the
Yeah.
that.
yeah.
I remember
Yeah, I
that.
was
got
blown
a-
away by that.
Like, was it
That's
UPN
crazy.
or some shit like that? Like back
It
in
was
the day.
it was on
Yeah,
Showtime.
it
It was
come-
on Showtime.
UPN.
Yeah, the original Outer Limits started off for the first year with a lot of titties and a lot of sex, and then they toned it down and made it more like the original one after that. But it was on Showtime, so they could get away with it.
Yeah.
Whoa.
But
Yeah. I used to love Hitchhiker. You guys remember Hitchhiker on HBO?
the series Hitchhiker, yeah,
Yeah.
vaguely.
Tales from the Dark Side. Tales from the
I just
Dark
Yeah.
Side.
I ordered the
Yeah,
complete
that
set of
was a
that.
good one.
Scarphead just
Yeah.
picked up that box set.
We love Tales from the Dark Side. Me and Dylan covered the movie, right?
I love the movie, dude.
Mhm.
Love it.
Yeah, there was a
But
lot of monsters in the 80s. That was
Monsters.
yeah.
I remember Monsters. Yep.
Dude, I'm so
Check it out.
bummed. I was just saying to Scarphead, I'm so mad that that's out of print.
There's
So
a lot
mad.
of those shows that happened on either syndication or on cable that they're just forgotten.
Forgotten.
You know?
Yeah.
It's sad, man. So sad. That's why some of these boutique labels are. I love to support them because they're putting out some of these great.
They're doing
titles
God's work.
that maybe never even got a DVD release. You know,
Mhm.
some you never know. Like Martin's coming from Second Sight on 4K. I don't think that ever got even a VHS release, did it?
It was VHS, and Martin was VHS, and it was on DVD. I had
It
the
was on
DVD. I
DVD?
sold
Okay.
it.
Is that the?
Yeah,
oh,
a
I don't
long
think
time
so.
ago it was on DVD.
It's really good though. I cannot wait for that to come out.
Dude,
Martin,
Second Sight does
Martin
not fuck
is-
around.
unlike any other vampire film you've ever seen,
I cannot wait, man.
and it's
I'm so
George
excited.
Romero.
Yeah, Second Sight's
Yep.
expensive, but I got the Session 9 Second Sight, and it's really
But
good.
they'll do like they'll do like a big box set, and
With
then
a
they'll do
book
like a
and-
regular one.
I don't know about the regular one, but
No, because that's
it's
remember
worth the
you got a
30,
big
40
box
bucks if you
set
look
of
at
Dawn
it.
of the Dead, and then I have a more slim version, and now they have a regular just disc version.
yeah, but did Second Sight do that?
Yes.
Dylan's like, boom! I got
I
it.
don't know why you hate me sometimes, Scarpod.
Was that Second Sight? Let's see.
Yeah,
Ooh,
boy.
he immediately flipped it over.
Hey, that's the one I got.
We know what Scarpad's doing when the show's over.
He's like, I forgot something.
I have that. I had the biggest set of that.
Yeah, you got the big set, and it's got the yellow or the like that
Oh.
greenish
It's got
writing.
it's got the Goblin CD soundtrack, and it's
Yeah,
got
yours is
all the
out.
cuts and all that. Yeah,
Oh, shit.
With the soundtrack, what does it come on?
CD.
CD's nuts.
Yeah. got it.
But dude, this is perfect for me.
It's a good
you know?
set.
This is a perfect set.
Yeah.
And now I want to say that they have just like a regular DVD set, like a Blu-ray set.
They have a
that comes in,
Blu-ray,
like,
but it
any-
only comes with the Argento cut. That's it.
Oh, it only comes with art. That's what Verno has now, I think.
Yeah.
I got a Blu-ray set like that. That's got all the different cuts.
No, but it's even less than what you have. It's a single
Oh, I get what you're
DVD,
saying. Yeah,
and it's only the cut. It's like $20, but it's only that cut.
Yeah, because they had a 4K version and then they had a Blu-ray version, but it was only the Blu-ray is region B.
Right.
Dude, awesome show tonight, guys. As always,
Oh,
thank you as always, man. I hope you guys had a great holiday. This week we got some good stuff coming. As We talked about next week. We got Storm of the Century next Saturday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Come check us out, man. Make sure you give yourself enough time to watch the 3 day 1, day 2, or I think they might be called night 1, night 2, night 3. That's how it's technically called for Storm of the Century. It is a fun ride, man. Dude, I'm telling you, snuggle up with your woman or something, bro, underneath the covers. This is a good, like, kind of storm film, bro. And this is why it means so much to me, because, like, whenever I'd be sick, down and out, because I get sick a lot when the weather gets bad and when it's up and down in Ohio. And this is one that I just always threw on when I was growing up with my mom, sick as hell. She put this on for me, man, and just so many good memories with this one, bro. You guys know I'm a Stephen King fan till the day I die, bro. And this is a special one to me. And this is one of the few that wasn't based off a novel before it was created. This is
shit.
It was just a script that King wrote. He wrote this specifically for the TV. You know what I mean? And
interesting.
And I think that it kind of shows in a way where some of the other ones, it's hard to translate.
Right.
A 1,000-page novel to 2 nights or whatever. Where this is like it was more direct for the screen. So I think that will show. I hope you guys really enjoy it.
I'm excited.
Remember, it's a TV movie, so that, it's a little pacey,
Yeah.
but I absolutely adore the film. And then this Monday, we got freaking The Last Starfighter, baby, on Scarpad's channel, and that will be 7:30 p.m. Eastern as well this Monday. Come check us out because we're doing a little hangout before Robbie goes along and then does The Godfather Part 3 to finish out the Godfather trilogy.
Just when I thought I was out.
I mean, he saved the best for last.
Back
You
in.
know, you can't be mad.
Show me what you got.
Actually, a good movie.
Or is it give me what you got?
It's obviously not 1 or 2, but it's better than people think. And I'm
Oh,
ready
yeah.
to battle
Dude, it's still Francis
Delaney
Ford
to the
Coppola.
fucking death on Monday night. So join us. Because that's what's going to happen. I already know Delaney's like, this movie sucks. I'm like, fuck you, Delaney, you're wrong.
I mean, it's no blood rage, but it will do.
This is true. This is true.
I will tell you this. I'll give this Godfather 3 a better rating than Blood Rage. But I enjoy Blood Rage probably a little bit more.
If only Blood Rage had Al Pacino.
Heck yeah. And remember, you can watch Storm of the Century on Hulu, guys, if you can't find it. So, yeah, make sure you guys check us out this Monday on Scarpad's channel. And then shortly after, come hang out on Robbie's channel, Pop Culture Philophers. If you have trouble, go look up Scarpad's channel. Scarpad's, what is it? Did you change it?
It's still on my channel, Scarpad Comic Tracks.
Okay. That's why I was going back. I was
There'll
like,
be a link on the Robbie site, and you'll be able to find it.
Heck yeah. Definitely come check us out this Monday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, and then come hang out on Rockin' Robbie's channel.
Better yet, why don't you
9
motherfuckers
p.m.
subscribe to my channel, and maybe I'll have more than 207 subscribers. I usually go backwards, but that's
it ebbs and flows. That's comes with the territory.
And the flow. You want to know something? I've been watching
Hey
these
man,
guys.
it happens.
There's these guys. I won't name their channel, but there's these guys on YouTube. It all depends what you do. Maybe if I drop my drawers, I'll get less people coming on. But these guys started off doing reactions to movies, and they had about 800 subscribers. When I started watching the videos, they said, "Oh, we got 600 like, share, and subscribe." Then they hit their niche. They started doing reactions to Star Trek episodes. The fuckers are about 500,000 now.
Wow.
Of course, you probably lose them all once you're done with there's 19 years of Star Trek. But I mean, it's all about getting that niche, and once you hit it, you'll get the subscribers.
Well, that's another thing. You were kind of just doing live
like-
streams randomly. Now that they're gonna know that you're doing something every Monday at 7:30. Before it was just whenever you felt like it.
I do it for the love, not for the views. But
Absolutely.
That is true.
Should always.
That's why we love coming and hanging out with you.
It also makes me just
wait for this
take. I want to
Monday.
take this moment real quick too. Everybody needs to go check out Go Figure Reviews on YouTube.
Yes.
It's Jelani and Brooks. They started their own YouTube channel.
Third day.
On action figure reviews. Go Figure Reviews. Great stuff.
Sick, dude.
And
I'm waiting
watch
for the
the
Migo
last-
invite.
Watch the last episode, right? Because
Yeah,
it was
I
a
did.
live stream, Jelani's first live stream, and he had the shittiest internet, and he thought it was StreamYard fucking with them. So it's hilarious. It's hilarious.
That's hilarious.
You know what it's like when you're 15 seconds behind your panel? How much
Yeah.
that
That's
and you
crazy.
become a bit. That's what
That's-
happened, man. It was
That's the
great.
way I
my
feel
God.
about my shows.
Fable, you got anything coming up this week, my brother? On IG? Make sure you go sub my boy on IG. He's got the best IG show there is. That's a damn fact.
Catch the rewind on Go Figure Reviews. The last Thanksgiving special was on Wednesday, I believe. I was on that show, and we just went over five of our top figures there. Definitely catch the rewind on Rock and Robbie's Pop Culture Philophers channel for the Guardians of the Galaxy
Oh,
gunshot
special.
review that we did yesterday.
That was fun.
Yeah, me,
Forget we
Missing
did that.
Link, Robbie, we was on that yesterday. That was yesterday. It was
We
great.
went
Yeah.
longer on Guardians holiday special than we did Godfather 2. I'm just saying, okay?
Absolutely.
That's crazy.
Go back on IG earlier at 1 p.m. Today. Me and Nick had Pocan Joe and Gary B on the channel. We were talking about Jason David Frank's passing, what we're thankful for, what we want for Christmas. We talked about Guardians again, so check that out. I was on IG Live at 1 p.m. earlier. And catch us next week on IG Live 1 p.m. on Saturday, because we're going to have the mayor, Justin No Good Comics, and John Comics with Kids on. It's going to be a good time, man. So, yeah.
Oh, nice. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hells yeah, brother. Steph, did you have anything you want to say, my man, before we get out of here?
You guys know you'll see me. I'm here and there. I'll be
Always,
here every
brother.
Saturday. Be on Robbie's. When we're at Batman, I'm losing track of days. I'll be in a movie review soon. I'm
Go
going to
in
be on
Batman
Starpads.
Returns, right? Go
soon.
in Batman Returns, right?
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
sir.
I think that's December 5th when we're doing that. Yeah.
And I've been meaning, I want to jump on your show as well, Scarpad, but my Mondays have been kind of weird
Yeah,
lately.
you guys.
So-
I know. I thought we were talking about me going a little bit later on in December. Not only for Robbie, but I think Perry has a conflict too. Where he has to go about maybe 20 minutes later. So we may be doing it close to 8 o'clock on Mondays.
Okay,
7:45
that'll
to
be-
8. But we'll be around. You'll be able to find us.
All right. But yeah,
Well,
I'll be around, guys.
as always, man, we cannot wait till next Saturday. I hope you guys can come check us out this Monday on Scarpad's channel, and then come check out Robbie's finale of Godfather, man. I hope you guys had a great holiday with your families, man, and we hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. Have a great week. We love y'all, man. Thanks for
Happy
the support.
holidays, everybody.
Like, subscribe, share. Boom, boom. Peace out, y'all.
Go.